musicality.
Time.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, and I'll glow to the extreme. Or rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Go rush a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it. You better gain weight. You better hit the bullseye. The kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves. Ice, ice, baby. Kicked in the Vegas, I'll pump it. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them, you ain't quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and I with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing in the chat? How's everybody doing? Crank the music up just a little bit. There we go. How you guys doing in the chat? Happy Monday to all of you guys. Appreciate y'all as always tuning in early. There's a discrepancy on who was first, but that's all right. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys as I get my Instagram stream up here in just a second. There we go. Got that running. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you guys in the chat. My boy Wayne in the building. Said he's first. Jane says she's second. Loving the new intro clip. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Trying to keep it fresh. Mavaldoni on Instagram already says you're. Marky in the building says I'm here. Y'all are early on Instagram. What's going on, you guys? Trip said, yo, I really just been chilling for real. You guys are actually not first. I am. I just been vibing to the music. For sure. That's for sure. He said, wait till I be in here for sure. What's going on, Foolie? I was in here since last week. Dang. God dang. Foolie been in the building. He said, I ain't even leave. Y'all showing up. I ain't even leave. What's going on, Foolie? Always good to see you in the chat, man. I am give me like 2 seconds to restart my freaking stream over here on Instagram since it wants to be funny. 1 second, man. My Instagram people, just come over to Twitch. Your life will be so much easier. But I will stream it up for you guys. Wayne says, nah, I'm here. I'm first all 2025. Hey, man, that's a bet, bro. That's a bet. He said he got my soju. All right, for sure, man. It's going to be a good stream, man. ABK in the building. What's going on, ABK? Good to see you. You beat your boy to the stream. I don't even think Nika's here yet. ABK is before Nika. That's crazy. What's going on, though, man? Good to see you again in the chat. Foolie said, I haven't read the chapter. Very happy to see what happens. I have not either. So, yeah, we'll see. Also, to my Instagram people, I don't know why it cut out, but I restarted it again over there. So, hopefully, it stays up. If it does cut out, again, you could just come over to Twitch and watch the stream on Twitch. I don't have any control over what Instagram does to the stream. But what's up, Mavaldoni? What's going on, Zay? How you doing? Good to see both of y'all on Instagram. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't cut out over there. But if it does, the link is in the bio. Just come watch it on Twitch. It's so much easier than staying on Instagram. But man, y'all already know what it is today. This is the Straw Hat Podcast, man. We're going to be talking all things One Piece. It's a good time to be a One Piece fan. We got 4 chapters in a row these last 4 weeks without a break. I know we have a break upcoming next week, so prepare yourselves for that. But it has been such a good time to be a One Piece fan. Oda has been in his bag heavy since we got into Elbaf. And dude, like these last 3 chapters, because I haven't read the 4th one, which is 1139. I haven't read it yet. I'm about to read it right now. But the things that we have found out, right, over the course of the last 3 chapters, it's been nuts. You know, we speculated on this stream that we weren't going to find out if that was Shanks or not for, 10, 15 more chapters. Oda said, no, here you go. No more waiting. Here you go. I'm just going to go ahead and show you, right? First off, even the appearance of the Holy Knights. We didn't even know when we were going to get the Holy Knights. We didn't know what the Holy Knights were. We didn't know anything about the Holy Knights, right? Oda drops them in the castle. And it's just, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. The stuff that has happened over these last couple chapters is nuts. And, you know, I've heard a lot of feedback about Elbaf, that it's not fast-paced enough. But I disagree. All the stuff we found out, all the stuff we've seen, the lore that's been dropped, this mural, right? This last chapter in 1138, it's been nuts. It's been absolutely nuts. So I'm excited. I mean, the last thing there's a couple of things we haven't seen yet. We still got to find about the man marked by flames, and we still got to find out about who this guy is that was sitting on the rock before they had gotten in Elbaf and was like, what did he say? Basically, I'm ready for you, or whatever he said verbatim, right? We're still trying to find out who those 2 people are. So hopefully he drops that in this chapter 1139. Like I said, I haven't read it yet. And yeah, I mean, the lore, everything that's dropped, it's been nuts. Zaza in the building says, what up, people? What's going on, Za? Good to see you, big dog. Buddha in the building says Zaza is here too. Join the stream, dude. For sure. He will be. And I think, Buddha, is that your first comment? Yeah, I don't recognize you, so you must be new. What's going on, man? Good to see you. I saw you followed yesterday. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate the comment too. ABK says Elbaf has already dropped more lore and reveals than Egghead. Yeah, in such a short amount of time. It's been nuts, man. 94 Trent on Instagram says that tells us it wasn't him that visited the 5 elders early in the show. Yeah, more than likely that's correct. There's still some stuff up in the air that I'm like, could that have been Shanks that was in the room talking to the Gorosei? I don't know, but it's 99%. It wasn't him. Obviously, I think that's basically been ruled out. But I've heard some theories from some people saying, I don't know, but we'll see. ABK says Egghead is a disappointment in terms of lore, especially Punk. We've been waiting for him for years just to get more theories and no actual answers. That's true. He could have given us a lot more in his speech. He kind of told the One Piece fans everything we already knew, but it was good for the world of One Piece to find out about it. So yeah, you know, but I agree. 100% I agree. Marky is back in the building. What's going on Instagram, Marky? But man, we got a lot to talk about. When the crew jumps on, we got to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl as well. We're going to hit that probably first before we get into the One Piece talk when the crew jumps on after I read the chapter, because we got to talk a little bit about Kendrick Lamar. I know my boy Zaza has some stuff to talk about with the Super Bowl, being that he is the football stream guy or the sports stream guy. So we definitely got to talk a little bit of sports, and then we're going to jump right into One Piece when the crew comes up. But what do you guys say we get into some One Piece? Enough of the yapping, enough of the this and that. I think we've hit all of the preliminaries, man. As always, thank you to everyone that jumps on either Instagram or Twitch or YouTube today as I'm streaming to YouTube. Appreciate everybody. It means a lot. But let's get into it. Valdoni says, Eagles fly, baby. Yeah. I guess they do. Let me see. Notice Buddha says Devil Fruit Theory. Gorosei, Blackbeard, lineage drop. Gorosei, Blackbeard lineage drop. Seraphim's Joy Boy world sinking. I think Egghead was solid on lore. That's fair. I mean, I guess we did get more about the Seraphims. I mean, it was there. But I think what ABK is saying, if I'm correct, is that we've gotten so much more in such a short amount of time compared to the entirety of Egghead. And in that, I'd have to 100% agree. But I'm not here. I don't agree with Egghead being a disappointment in terms of lore. I disagree. I just agree that Vegapunk's speech wasn't enough. That's all I'm saying. But if I'm speaking for ABK, I don't know if that's where he stands, but that's where I personally stand. But either way, let's get into the chapter, man, and see what Oda has in store for us this week. 1 second. Let me share this over to you guys so y'all can see it. Boom, there we go, and make that full screen. And let me take this banner off. Okay, man, this is chapter 1139, and let's see what he's got in store for us. Chapter is called Mountain Eater. Okay, and we see this. Is this the? Am I tripping, or is this? Oh wait, is this? I'm trying to see if this is how. I'm trying to remember what the cover story was in 1138. Let me back up real quick, guys. Hold on, because this looks oddly similar to what we just saw in 1138. Let me make sure I'm not like actually tripping here. Hold on, if it'll let me see it. Goodness gracious, 1 second, because now I need to know what 1138's cover story was. That looks. Oh, okay. No, the cover story for 1138 was this. Because I'm like, this looks like the exact same thing. Let me show it to you guys. Hold on. He was just sitting there with the sake in his hand. Okay. So he's in the same position, except I'm assuming it's these two ladies that are laying on the ground in front of him, and he's got the sword unsheathed. Got it. Okay, my bad. I just had to see, because yeah. Okay. Because it looked too similar. I'm like, man, am I in the wrong chapter? Got it. Okay, so we got Who's Who again, sword unsheathed. And yeah, he's got two people knocked out in front of him. It said Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogates, Pilgrimage, Volume 25. We captured a rebellious duo. Okay, for sure. Who's Who? Let's see. 1139 is probably page 1 in Alti as shadow. Got it. Yep, got it. I'm putting it together now. Mind you, this is, just to remind everybody, this is like a blind read for me. So it takes a second for me to kind of get it all put together. But yes, page 1 in Alti. I can see now by the horns and the shapes of the shadows. That makes complete sense. Thank you guys for clarifying that. Wayne says, wait, was his hand black in the last? I don't think so, but I can try to go back and reconfirm that. Sorry, give me 1 second. God, hold on. 1138. It wasn't. Okay, I guess he's pulling out a little bit of armament on them, obviously, because his hand was not black in the last one. Okay, cool. So he's got a little armament hockey going, I'm assuming, with the sword unsheathed. Knocked out page 1 in Ulti. For sure. Jane Chief has said it's wild the carriage of that sword has the same smile fruit design. Yeah. Yeah, it does. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's see. I might only stay for the chapter. Couldn't care less about Kendrick. For sure. For sure. I understand. All right. Let's get into it, man. Let me make this full screen and let's go. Okay, so 1139 Mountain Eater. All right, so we've been looking for the key. We've been looking for this key for a while now. Let me turn the music down a little bit too. It's kind of loud for me. There we go. We've been looking for this key for a while now. Are we even going to find it in this huge place before sundown? The guards certainly won't know where it is. If anyone would know the location of the key, it would either be Chief Harul or a few of the elders. Oh, the old sword Gramps. I wonder if he'd tell us. He would never give it to you. Freeing Loki would be a terrible crime. Okay. We didn't decide we were going to free him yet either. You're so strict, Zoro. Hey, look over here. What's up? Red carpet. Traces of opulence. Could that be the throne room? Okay. Pardon us. Whoa. Jesus, all busted up. The scars of battle here are vicious. Even the ceiling's missing. It is the throne room. What is that strange mark? Mark? What mark? Okay. So obviously the mark remains, as we can see after they teleport into the rooms that they come to. And obviously this is where the Holy Knights had teleported when they went into the castle. Oh, you're right. It looks like a magic circle out of a book or something. Magic what? It's the thing they use in ritual demon summoning in some country or other. Okay. What they call demons? Beats me. It's eerie. What is such a thing doing in the throne room? I feel like I've seen something like this lately, though. Straw Hat Luffy. Huh? Who's that? A demon? It's obviously not a demon. Who is it? Is it a lost soul from beyond the grave come to haunt us? Okay. I've been hoping to meet you. Rest, spirit of the dead. Rest, spirit of the dead. Okay. Oh, wait, this is someone talking. This isn't one of them. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is someone that's not in this room. Or someone that we see, at least, from what I'm getting, that's talking to them. Yeah, I've been hoping to meet you. Yes. Rest, spirit of the dead. Whoa, who is that? Show yourself. Are you a demon summoned to this place? I just knew this castle was haunted. We must flee before the ghost haunts us too. Wait, don't run, Roto. Okay. Wait. Okay, what is this? This is a axe that's spinning. Okay. Yeah. I see an axe. Okay, got it. Okay, woo, thanks. Someone's on the chair. Forgive me, ultra rare Nami. I'm gonna smack you. Ah, it's Surya. But why are you here? Human, former pirate, living in Elbaf, Mr. Ya. Okay, well, off rip, this is probably the guy. Obviously, this is the guy. He's got the hat that we saw. He's got the hair. This is the guy that we've been waiting to see. Off rip. So, whoever Mr. Ya is, okay. I felt some very abnormal hockey coming from the castle earlier. He seems to have left, and now I find you here instead. I've heard the stories about you, Straw Hat Luffy, including that you took care of Kaido. Boy, I'd love to go traveling around Wano again. Huh? Sir, yeah. Her wait, he goes by Mr. Jan Elbaf. You went by the school correct. Wait, hold on. Wait. Yes, you went by the school correct. Did you not meet a teacher named Ripley there? He is her husband. Okay. So this is Ripley's husband. Cool. And again, yes, this is the exact guy we saw sitting there before we got an Elbaf. Oh, so you're the dad of the giant shrimp. That's crazy. He's talking about Colin's crazy. Giant shrimp. I guess I am. So you met Colin and Ripley. He took on a lot of giants' blood. He grew up without me being able to hold him in my arms. Would you believe he's 20 and Ripley is 80? She's older than me. Let me tell you, marrying a giant's not worth it. I get older, they stay the same age. That's a good point. I'm just surprised to hear that someone's actually done it. Let me see your comments. Zaza said it's one of the Akazaya. If one of the Akazaya have been captured, I'm going to be pissed. Did that mark remain after the Gorsei got summoned in Egghead? I don't remember, but that's interesting. The mark remaining as evidence. Why not erase the evidence? Yeah, good question. Scopper. You think this is okay? Scopper. I can see it. I could definitely see this being Scopper. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm thinking right now. Wish they would come out and just say the name, but yeah, it's definitely not Shiki. It's definitely not Shiki. Not Shiki. No, it's not Shiki. Okay. Okay, after this reading. Love is free. There are many mixed blood races throughout history. The Buccaneers, the Descendata, the long arms, and the long legs, and the Wotans. These blended peoples don't tend to last long. But in every era, there have always been those who are more open-minded. Okay? You seem to know a whole lot. Who are you anyway? I'm the preacher of love. That sounds like what Sanji will be when he's older. It's Scopper. It's Scopper. It's definitely Scopper. If it's not obviously already, the preacher of love, Scopper, number 3, left hand, it's Scopper. It's got Scopper. We don't even gotta go around. It's Scopper. Anyway, I'm searching for the key to Loki's cup. Don't just tell him about it, and he wouldn't know anyway. Too late. Oh, forget I said that. Loki, eh? Fascinating. If there's one thing I love, it's other people causing trouble. That's really tacky. You better not tell anybody about this. Okay? Do you know what kind of man Loki is? If the worst should happen because of this, what's your plan? I'll beat him up and put the chains back on him. Okay. Years ago, a man named Red-Haired Shanks captured Loki. But prior to that, no one was ever able to stop him. Okay, for sure. Let's see. Hey, Redface in the building. What's going on, Redface? He just says, now we know it was him for show chilling with Crocus. Yes, absolutely. Which makes sense. I mean, they're crewmates. So, yeah. Redface says gold, silver, and Scopper. Yep, I can dig it. Love is free. Power of love and gender is up. W. Sanji scaling. Wagwan. What's going on, bro? And Crocus. Rust. Interesting. Maybe. Yeah. So he'll beat him up and put the chains back on him. See, that's why I like Luke P, man. He's a menace. Okay. If you don't know what kind of powers Loki has or what damage he might do, hey, wait. Let's look for the key. I think he's gonna be yapping for a while. Dang, that's crazy. Wait, you're wasting our time. Oh, even Zoro's like, yeah, I don't. Dang, he's giving us a warning. You should listen to him. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, they're just, huh? I'm sick of all your warnings. Are you afraid? I didn't say that. Okay, wait, who? Oh, okay. That's Roger. That's Copper. Got it. I'm sick of all your warnings. Are you afraid? I didn't say that. If you want to stop me, you'll have to do it by force. I'm telling you to be aware of the risk, idiot, Roger. That's definitely Copper. Hey, Roto, go up to the throne and push it. Huh? In the old Pirate King's crew. Okay, so now we're not. Okay, this is a whole different scene change. Got it. In the old, in the old Pirate King's crew, there were two others who were especially strong, aside from Roger himself. Oh yeah, I'm guessing it's Rayleigh and someone else. That's right. One of one time Captain. Wow, I'm sorry, I cannot read. I apologize. One time, Roger the captain needed to rest and heal, so he and this other fellow went to a hospital in the mountains. Unfortunately, they got surrounded by a bunch of enemy pirates. But this fellow went out on his own and took down hundreds of enemies with just his two axes. By himself with two axes? But there's more. In the place where he fought, there was only the bald mountainside left behind, with not a single tree standing. What? That seems a little excessive. And because of that, he gained the epithet the Mountain Eater. Wow. It's a well known story. And it's a well known story. After the first mate, Silver's Rayleigh, this man was known as the Pirate King's left arm. Copper, come on. A hidden room, a treasure chamber. I love you, Mr. Ya. Treasure. How did you know about this, Sir Ya? Exploring's my thing. Whoa, treasure. Yeah. A treasure chest room. They're all empty. But it was a treasure room. You lied to me. Hey, don't blame me. It's an abandoned castle. The perfect target for burglars. But look. Oh, a key. Oh, they found it. They found the key. Here's something no burglar would care to take. In other words, releasing Loki is something even the wicked dare not to do. So will you still take the key? Huh? What? Yes, he's here. He's been living in Elbath over 20 years. Really? A legendary figure who stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh, the left arm of the pirate. Then take it from me if you can. Scopper goodbye. Man, that's crazy. So, are we gonna have like a dog? Are we gonna have like a actual fight between Luffy and Scopper this next chapter? That's I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. Saying he stood shoulder to shoulder with Roger and Rayleigh. That is nuts. That is nuts. Like, I like how they introduced Scopper, man. I'm not gonna lie. Scopper, this is like an early overreaction, and Trip's not gonna like this. I'm sorry, Trip, but I think I might like Scopper more than Rayleigh. Already. There's something about Scopper just in these few little panels. I know this is a crazy overreaction, but bro, Scopper, he just seems freaking cool, man. His character design is dope. He definitely looks way older than Rayleigh does, just the way he's drawn. But man, I'm not gonna lie. This is he's giving Rayleigh a run for his money just off rip. Not gonna hold you. That's an early overreaction, I know. I don't have anything to even base it off of except the freaking veins in this guy's forehead. Like, you see these freaking veins? I can't even zoom in to show you. Bro is looking crazy. He's looking crazy, bro. Let's see. Sanji definitely gonna have the Jimmy Buffett fit. Facts. Buddha says stood shoulder to shoulder with Rayleigh and Roger. Facts, man. W. Scopper over Rayleigh. This is the new toxic agenda. Yeah. Trip says you misunderstand my love for Zoro and Sanji. I can't hate on Scopper, and I expect him to be a polar opposite of Rayleigh, and still be cool. Yeah. I don't know. I like Scopper. I know Rayleigh's your boy though, man. And it's crazy because I don't really like Sanji like that. Obviously, most people already know that. But yeah, I mean, Zaza says Scopper got a kid, so of course he look older. Yeah, the stress of that freaking kid. I bet that kid freaking. You're right. That's facts. ABK says it's a bird mark. Oh, it is. Well, there's a vein right here on this side, but on that side, yeah, that is a bird mark. Man, marked by flames. What are we talking about? Is this the guy? I don't know. Jane Chifa says, I feel like we definitely gonna get a battle between the two, but knowing Oda, we're gonna have to wait 4 to 5 chapters. That probably. Actually, I don't know. Because Oda ain't been playing around this arc. So I say next, because we need to get this key to Loki. I don't think we're gonna like make this. I don't. Yeah, we need to get this key to Loki. I skipped over this comment, but it's crazy. Buddha says Mountain Eater. It makes sense now that he's with Ripley. That is W comment. First off, W freaking comment. Holy crap. That's funny, Buddha. That is freaking funny. I'm sorry. I didn't see that comment until just now. W comment, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, but no, I don't think we're gonna have to wait. Like honestly, I think I think it's gonna be quick. I really do. I think next chapter they're gonna go straight into it, and I think Luffy's gonna be running away to Loki with the key after the next chapter. I really do. I don't think we're gonna take too much time because there's too much happening. There's way too much happening. You know, like stuff has moved way too fast. I just don't see it. Fully says W. Scopper, best Roger pirate dad. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'd have to agree up to this point. He's at least on the island, and his kid at least knows he exists and has met him. He seems to have more personality than Ray, ABK says. I agree. So far, but again, it's too early to tell. But he looks like a fun man. Ripley sucked him dry of his youthful vigor. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, bro. That was a crazy comment. But yeah, for sure. I really hope it goes down like that for real. Yeah, it probably will. Zaza says Rayleigh is a womanizer and he got no kids. He look young. Yeah. But I mean, he's an alcoholic though too. Maybe he's just drinking from the fountain of youth, man. I don't know. But but he did say I'm not I'd lose in a fight against Blackbeard. And from what I'm seeing, to just to this might be disingenuous, but just hear me out. Rayleigh was like, "Yo, I would definitely lose in a fight to Blackbeard, but we got Scopper over here saying, yo, if you want this key, take it from me. You and your right hand, take it from me, bro. If you really about it, I don't know. Maybe that's just disingenuous, but I'm just telling you what I've seen. This is what Oda wrote. This is what Oda wrote. Don't get mad at me. But hey, man, Scopper looks like he's all about the business. So either way, let's get the panel up here, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody jump in. Let's talk a little bit of One Piece, man. Here's the link here in the stream if you would like to jump on, talk some One Piece, and gotta talk a little bit about the Super Bowl too because it was yesterday. There's a link for everybody that is interested. What's going on to my people on Instagram? Um, what's going on, Trip? How you doing, big dog?
Well, what's up with you, man? What's happening? Am I clear? You hear me?
Yeah, you good, bro? You good?
For sure. Yeah. I ain't gonna stay on long, but like, yeah, fucking this shit gonna hit the fan very soon, bro.
Oh,
Cause
for
I
sure.
def I definitely think I'm now of the mindset that because of how because of how confident they feel, the Holy Knights I'm speaking on right now, because of how confident they feel about just how they can operate and shit, I think that the third person that they call is gonna land at the castle as their battle as Luffy is trying to get this key off Scopper and shit. And Scopper is gonna be able to deduce that holy like, oh, these are holy knights. Because I've dealt with them once in God Valley. So like he would know just based off the aesthetic. These are holy knights. And the last time I ever y'all even made landfall, y'all were it was genocide. So if that's what y'all are intending to do here, hey Luffy, here's the key. Go let him out. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it'll be a I don't think Luffy will get to like actually do a like I'm gonna take the key from you. I think the Holy Knight will arrive and Scopper will do similar to what Rayleigh did at the auction house, just properly assess the situation and be like, oh, that's what y'all on. All right, here, Luffy, here's the key. Go let Loki out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get to the school to protect my son, type shit. Something along those
Mm.
lines. So yeah, this shit about to hit the fan for real, for real. And Zoro might get left behind in the castle to deal with the Holy Knight that arrives, just so Nami can take Scopper to the school quickly with the flying boat, and Luffy can head down to the underworld to go get Loki. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah, this shit about to really hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? And just to
Interesting.
again, I'm hyped for Scopper. I'm hyped through the roof for Scopper. You feel me? I'm hyped through the roof for Scopper. So like all like don't get it misunderstood because I'm a huge Rayleigh fan. You feel me? So
So
and
this,
yeah, but
what
neither
will
here nor
that
there.
from a Rayleigh fan though? If
Hmm.
Scopper, is it possible for Scopper to take the top spot? Because Rayleigh's been top one. He's been top five. He's not 4 or 5. Is it possible?
Right.
Can Scopper do anything to take the spot from Rayleigh? And this is a big question for you because you've been top five, not 4 or 5
Mm-hmm.
since I met you.
You.
Yeah.
I mean, he top four. You feel me? And
Wow.
Oh
he
shit!
the he top four, and he the beginning of the flow. You feel me? You got to see him to get through the ranks. You feel me? So,
Wow.
but no, ultimately, like it's not a matter of can he do anything to take the spot. I think I've explained to you verbatim why I feel the way I feel about Rayleigh having that spot. And in
Mm-hmm.
general, I feel like if Garp is your favorite old man, you should have him at that spot. If Sengoku is your favorite old man, you should have him at that spot. So it's more like that's just my favorite old man, so that's what I'm gonna have at that spot. The fact that Scopper has gotten this portrayal to be equal with him, yeah, put him there, put him right there. Like I'm gonna treat this like a Shanks Mihawk situation. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They both gonna share that spot. It's gonna be a slash right there. You know what I'm saying? If I had to, now that he's actually in the story, and if I was gonna actually make a tier list, that's what that would be. You know what I'm saying? But it's still top five, not 4 or 5 all day. You know what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
so
I respect it.
I have
all
a
day. You feel me? So
I have a general question for all of y'all. I just thought about before because I do want to talk about the Super Bowl, but I want to ask this before we actually get into anything else. So with the statement that Scopper stands like shoulder to shoulder, right, with Rayleigh and Roger in this chapter, does that now make the argument that like Zoro is stronger than Sanji like null and void? Do we have to see that
I
argument
don't
at this point?
I don't think so, because for me personally, the way I look at it is that you have to look at the real aesthetic of these crews, right? When Rayleigh met Roger, Rayleigh was not even trying to leave where he was at. Like he was chilling. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the circumstances were for meeting Scopper, but Scopper already seems like the looking for adventure kind of the guy, just based on reading the chapter type thing. But ultimately, it reflects the dynamic of their polar opposites, but they can stand as equals. So when they say the equal to Roger and Rayleigh type shit, I believe that was just an infamy. Like the way you're gonna hear about the Dark King, the way you're gonna hear about the Pirate King, you're gonna hear about the Mountain Eater as well, type shit. That's just what I took that as. Or even in the hindsight of how we feel about the monster trio pre-time skip. You know what I'm saying? Like as a trio, them niggas was them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, but
For sure.
ultimately, I feel like it's just more of trying to let you know that this is no different than Rayleigh being right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? So, take it in, people. Take it in.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he was like, so you got Roger, of course, the captain. Then you got Rayleigh. I would say more of the guy of talent. And then you had that one hard worker that had to grind his way up to match the other two, the top two. I might say to kind of be on equal footing. I would say that's what Scopper is. I might say that's the type of energy he gives. Like Trip was saying, he's the polar opposite. So if anything, if Rayleigh was, inactive, kind of laying low key, drinking his sake or soju, Scopper was that one, out there really, I'll beat your eye real quick, if you want it, type shit, looking for smoke. So I'm gonna say, he was that hard worker that earned his way up there to be compared to the top two.
For sure. What you think, Fully?
I would say, like the vibes I get from Scalper when it comes to like comparing them and everything like that. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything I get from Scalper just gives me like, so in a sense, I feel like Otis, like for Sanji fans, it just feels like Otis saying, he's like that whole love thing wasn't a throwaway thing. Like you're seeing like this love thing can evolve or whatever. So I would like to see like how love hockey really works and whatnot, especially with Scopper being like the preacher of love and everything like that. I want to see how that plays around because it's just like it will give me in a sense it will let me in a sense it will give me a scale to like the whole like feat that Sanji had with kicking, the laser beam and everything like that. So it's just like if love hockey can get you doing stuff like this, it's kind of interesting to see like how did Scopper like compel to like Rayleigh on that level and whatnot if it wasn't just infancy with name and whatnot. It just had me curious on that. Yeah.
For sure. What you guys are?
Like I love the Sanji vibes he's giving. He even dresses like Sanji did when Sanji was on Sky Island with that shirt. I'm like, and then he's like the love and all that other stuff. And remember Sanji even in the Sky Island. Remember when he takes out the Doughboy. He's like, this is the power of love. Now his hockey's based to it. Everything's based to it. And even the Zoro Sanji thing, I was talking about that last night. It doesn't matter who's stronger. In Luffy's eyes, they're equal. I say this all the time. In Luffy's eyes, they are equal. One wing can't be stronger than the other wing, or Luffy can't fly. We need to let this Zoro Sanji shit go, bro. Like this argument gets wow. I'm like, bro, it doesn't
it's
matter.
not even with the not even like in Luffy's eyes and the rest of the crew's eyes. But I feel like
Mm-hmm.
ultimately we have to learn how to separate the truth of the matter of like
Exactly.
Zoro's true goal relies on his strength at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's focused on a bit more than Sanji, whose true goal does not rely on his strength, but he does have to be strong to support Luffy the way he needs to. Because in this aspect, I'm very heavy on the yin and yang. You have That's why it was so imperative, right? That they showed the little flashback scene of Scopper and Rayleigh trying to like calm down uh, Roger or whatever, because Zoro is an indulger, not indulger, and not enforcer, an enabler. Like he is with Luffy's bullshit 10 times out of 10. You feel me? 12 times on Sunday type shit. You know what I mean? But it takes Sanji being around to like stop him from me enabling him. Like it was even said while they were running through the little makeshift castle in the beginning, type shit. Like he was reminding, or was it when they just got out? Like he was telling Zoro, like you can't go. Like at this point, you're just enabling him, bro. Like what the fuck, man? You feel me? So it's imperative that you have two people who are of the same strength, but one of them is not an enabler. You know what I'm saying? Like you can
Yeah.
count on the fact that he's not gonna go in there head first. You know what I'm saying? He will come up with a plan type shit. You know, it's almost like if you look at Luffy, Law, and Kid in the eyes of the world, they stood as equals to go fight that battle with the Yonkos and shit like that. But we all know who was the real top dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how I take it. Where Kid in this situation is the Zoro, who will just go in there head first with Luffy, and Law is the Sanji, who will like, all right, I'm gonna have a plan B because I know they're gonna fuck something up. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I need to
I think the
pull up.
problem here, with the Roger Pirates is that Rayleigh was not an enabler to Roger, so he don't get that exact portrayal of that Zoro gets as an enabler of Roger, because he still got the chill, laid back type scene type shit. Like I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Scopper was probably more of the enabler than Roger. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna be similarities, but also opposites with the Rayleigh, Zoro, Scopper, Gabon. I mean Scopper, Sanji shit. There'll be similarities and opposites too. So you know.
For sure. For sure. And by the way, W call out as far as the outfits, Zaza, because I went back and looked at it. That's a good catch. As far as what Scoppers, yeah, you be cooking. You be cooking sometimes, bro.
Enlighten Za, bro. I've been telling you ever since I became enlightened and I stopped the hating. Enlighten
2025.
Za has been here. It's
Hey, man.
2025. No hating. It's 2025.
Hey man, for sure. Well, I got the also outside of this chapter 2, I went back and looked at the mural. There's some stuff that I want to talk about with the mural as well because but before can I just Za, can you just give me a quick take real quick before we get deep into One Piece? You're the sports guy. Can you please give
Yeah.
me your just quick take on what we just saw yesterday?
And Eagles
We
had
saw
had a
an ass
wing up
whooping.
that ass.
Ass whooping. We saw an
Eagles had a
ass
wing up that ass of the Chiefs, nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, my foresight hockey be flourishing sometimes. I told Reed before this thing even started, Eagles taking it home. I told you. I'm just saying, I did. And what they do?
Well, you
Bro, the
see,
Chiefs ain't start putting up points until the second half, nigga. That
Second
was
half.
nasty
Yeah.
work, nigga. That was nasty work, nigga. After Kendrick then came out there and told the nation, turn their TV off. If you ain't with my activities, don't you get involved, nigga. This shit was crazy.
see,
Bro.
Oh, damn.
my problem is I've been a fan of a specific team who was in the Super Bowl, and they were playing against another person who's on this panel's team, and
Woo!
see, we went into halftime all smiles, man. And something happened at the end of the third quarter that you know, just changed the outlook of the game. We were up about 25 points.
Greatest Super Bowl of all time.
You know, but I didn't feel comfortable. And that's what I was telling Wayne. Until the game is over, I don't want to hear anything about it's over, because I watched another team with another person who's in the GOAT category come back and steal a Super Bowl. And it still hurts me, by the way. But either way, I digress. It is what it is. But congrats to the Eagles, man. What's up with this Kendrick Lamar? What's up with the Kendrick Lamar thing? What we talking
Y'all
about?
know what's
bro?
up with that shit, man.
Serena. No, let's talk about
Y'all
Serena.
y'all know what's up with that
T-walking
shit,
on
man.
What's up with it? Tell me about it.
Compton native, man. Compton native, man? What you want? NFL paid her to come out there and do that. She not supposed to take her check? Y'all, come on now. What's up with niggas?
If
Yeah,
I'm
boy.
Drake, bruh, if I'm Drake, I ain't gonna lie. I'm dropping disses on you all 2025, bruh. I
If
ain't
you're
gonna lie.
Nah,
This
leave
is
that
what
alone.
got
Leave that alone.
if you're
Leave that alone.
Leave that alone. No, Jesus
bruh.
Christ.
if you're
You
Drake,
got, bruh.
if you're Drake, it's best you stay over there where you at right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
You don't expose yourself for being a sourpuss. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
Leave
do
that
that.
alone.
Like,
yeah,
take
dude.
your L and move on with your life, nigga.
If you Drake,
Take your L.
you take this L, and then like that album you working out on, you release your unlocked catalog from 2010 when people liked you and whatnot, and make it R&B. You get back in your fucking lane. That's what you do if you're Drake. But I digress.
Man, bully. So
Only been on one, bro. I don't know
been
if
on
we know.
one, bro.
I get passionate about certain things. Like I'm very passionate about hip hop and whatnot. I really dive into the culture and all that whatnot. Everyone's just like, I try to be devil advocate one, just like if I was Drake manager,
We are so happy to get this vulture up out of here, nigga.
Wow.
It's satisfying, nigga. No, listen. I need to say this and be factual, because I hate when I'm speaking with the homies, because I'm from Houston. I need y'all to understand.
Yep.
When I was bumping Drake before So Far Gone came out. You know what I'm saying? Before, like when his first mixtape with Young Money, motherfuckers don't even know the name of that mixtape. Heartbreak Drake. That was his first mix. That was his debut mixtape with Young Money. I've been listening to him since, I believe, Comeback Season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You'd have to be a Drake fan to even know about Room for Improvement.
Oh, yeah.
First track I ever rapped on when I started rapping was a Drake track, a Drake feature track at that. So I'm a Drake fan. I need that to be understood. But I understand when something that's not this is being glorified as such. Bro is talented. He's an amazing artist, amazing musician. You know what I'm saying? Like, he will always do numbers because he is appealing to the masses. He's appealing, and like shit, you can't take that away from what he is. That's what he is. At the end of the day, when you talk about this culture of hip hop, of niggas who like live and breathe this shit, when they get a cut, nigga, they bleed rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you dealing with motherfuckers who really live this shit and deal this shit, and you know what I'm saying, and still immersed in it, like, no matter how big K-Dot got, like, the niggas still tune in to URL rap battles that niggas don't tune into. He still tune into those. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy that someone who's really from the cloth is like won that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, I'm gonna still cut on some Drizzy after this. I'm gonna still cut on Do Not Disturb while I smoke a blunt. You feel me? Like, that's still my nigga. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. I ain't gonna hold you. Got to put up on their ass. But somebody has to do it, nigga.
Hey, man.
He's right.
I guess I'm like in the minority, you know, with this Drake thing. But I don't know, man. I just see it so differently. Like, I am not under the I don't dislike him like everyone else does. And
I don't either.
Yeah, no, the
maybe
dislike thing is strange because it's all based on like rumors and what you think
Uh-huh.
he's doing based on the selective information that's put out. You know what I'm saying? And like,
I mean,
I can't judge a motherfucker's decisions when I am not wearing those shoes. You know what I'm saying? So
Pretty
that
much.
being said, I
you got,
really live
man.
and let
What you
live.
got,
I
Bully?
really I really live and let live. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like you antagonize, like you, bro. I ain't never seen a motherfucker. This, what this battle was not to say Drake is a puppy or a little dog or anything, but if have any of y'all seen that clip of this one dog, one little fucking lap dog, keep antagonizing this crocodile, and its owners are egging the dog on, yeah, get him, yeah, get him. But when the crocodile get that little nigga, it's all, oh no, oh no. Like, what did you think? How did you think this would unfold? You are dealing with someone who's from the cloth, bro. Like, he don't got ghostwriters. He's not a pill popper. This nigga lives in the booth. When you drop a disc and then go to the club, he's in the booth. When he drops that disc, he stays in the booth and continues working on his actual music. Which like it hit different, man. I'm just sorry. As someone who's also from that cloth, it's like you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from what Kendrick just pulled right now.
I
And
think
then
it was
winning
unfair from
Grammys,
the jump, though.
winning Grammys off this shit, and then performing in the Super Bowl like the following week. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It was unfair from the jump. It really was Drake versus everybody else. I'm not gonna hold you.
He
He
chose
won.
that battle though. Like
Yeah.
he chose that battle. Like Jiren
Yeah.
can't get mad for getting his ass whooped when he told everybody to come at him. He can't get mad that he then got his ass whooped.
Yeah, I can't get mad. Like he literally was Frieza calling everyone monkeys. He can't not get upset that he came back at his ass.
Come
I
on
hear
now.
you. I hear you. I guess this is my biggest thing, right? We all
Come on.
grew up.
Bro,
We all
bro
grew up
dropped
on
that
Drake.
tailor-made freestyle, mocked him in a whole Pac
Sure.
AI fucking, come on, bro. Like you asked for
Hey,
this,
hold
man.
on. That
You
tailor-made
asked for
freestyle
this, bro.
was brilliant still, though.
Yeah,
Can we at
Really?
least
Are-
acknowledge
was-
that?
Really?
Can we acknowledge that
Yeah.
at least?
Did you? It
No.
was very brilliant. Listen, it was the
Okay,
right
okay.
move for the
That's all I need.
wrong guy. It was the
Rapper,
right move.
yeah.
For the
Wrong
wrong
guy,
guy,
though.
I'm about to say Kendrick
Wrong
wouldn't
guy,
be
though.
Kendrick if it wasn't for Drake. We
Wrong
have to acknowledge
guy.
that
Cap.
too.
Bro, that's cop. Be quiet. Stop that shit. Cop. That's
What?
stop that shit.
Bruh,
Stop that
did
shit.
Drake not take
Stop
that
that
man on
shit.
the world tour?
Stop that shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit. He'd have went on a world
Did
tour
Drake
with
not
Game if Drake didn't. He done went on one with Game if Drake didn't do it first. Stop that
No,
shit.
I'm
Like
not
y'all
saying
forget
no,
where this
no,
man
that's
from.
fine.
Y'all
No,
need to
that's
stop that
fine,
shit.
Trip.
Y'all gotta
No,
stop
that's
all
fine,
that shit.
Trip. But come on, Game over Drake. Come on. World tour
I'm not saying Game
or
over.
Drake.
I'm not saying Game over Drake. I am saying he'd have still got on a war tour without Drake. Drake just saw the
Alright.
talent
But
and
which
latched
one?
on it
But
first.
which one would have been
Like
more
don't
impactful? though?
do
Which
no
one
shit
would have
like
been more
that.
impactful for Kendrick's career? That's what I'm
I
asking
mean,
you.
hold on, wait. During the time,
Either or,
To me.
because no, wait a minute. Either or, because Kendrick's fan base is not Drake's fan base. They don't share fan bases. If it wasn't for this rap beef shit, they don't even share fan bases. So again, either or would have been beneficial to him.
Hmm.
Like y'all need to stop that narrative of like he owes his career to as if he owes his career to this nigga. Y'all
I
gotta
ain't
stop
saying
that
he
shit.
owes his career, but it's kind of
That shit be
slimy. A nigga
strange.
that took you on a world tour, you come back and start dissing the nigga until you
What
get
the
some
fuck?
attention.
Wait.
It's kind of slimy.
Wait. So
Drake.
like, we rode the bus together. We were homies and whatnot. But then you hit my mom. I'm gonna just let that slide. What you mean, bro? Like you come disrespectful about stuff. I'm just gonna let like that. No, I don't give a fuck. You took me on world tour.
Man, that's why I'm saying nigga weird, man. That shit weird, bro. Like that you like come on now. Nigga feel entitled because he knew me since a kid. Boy, I cut my granny off if she don't see it how I see it. He like, bro, like stop playing with the nigga, bro. Like this is strange as hell. What, cause you took a nigga on tour, you think you could like son me? Did you really take me on tour as a good gesture, or were you trying to like garner some weird favor like the music industry does and try to have me in your pocket? I'm not one of them niggas who'll fit in there. I'm too big for that.
Because we can definitely feel for that.
The weekend, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, my only thing for this is because I'm not getting into that whole rap beef shit. I didn't care about it. I don't know none of these niggas. Whatever Drake got going on, that's his shit. Whatever Kendrick got going on, that's his shit. For me, I like where Kendrick's at. I love the negativity. I tell y'all all the time, I thrive on negativity. But for Drake, if he would have rapped like he did in Family Matters more, I feel like that's the way for him to go. You got to get away from some of the singing shit. If Drake raps the way he did on Family Matters, I think that was the best Drake I've ever seen, rapping wise. Like when he's focused, he's good. Sometimes he just does the. I need more of that. I need more of that from Drake.
For sure.
You know, and just to add to that, we all love a Drake focus, and Family Matters was brilliant. Family Matters was brilliant. But this is where I said, wrong fucking guy. You thought that you could just drop that and let the weekend ride out. That he one of these niggas who parties on the weekends. You didn't even know he had that shit in the pocket and was waiting for you to drop what you had. So that while niggas were listening to your shit, his shit will be uploaded. And before they could even let your song simmer, not like us already got 100K views, because niggas already listening to it as the, like, again, from that clause, you thought you was playing with somebody who play with this shit. You thought you was playing with somebody who play pirates. You thought you was playing with somebody who play pirates, bro. Like, no. Nigga trying to be a Yonko out here.
I agree.
Fuck all that. I'm sorry. Nigga trying to. Fuck all that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me rephrase that. Nigga trying to be the pirate king out here. Nigga trying to be the pirate king out here, bro. It's just Big Me. Bro, after that performance, I hit the homie up. I said, this nigga Yusuke. It's really just him. It's not. It's just him. This nigga is Yusuke, bro.
It's crazy.
And that boy out
playing,
but I agree. Like what Trips is saying. If it was the wrong person, because Family Matters ends a lot of other people's careers. If it's not Kendrick, he's ending a lot of people. I don't think people understand how good Family Matters was. I think because now it's like we hate on it because it's Drake, but I'm like, nah. I still bump Family Matters to this day. Like, I didn't Euphoria and all that. It's cool, but I still bump Family Matters to this day. That's why I agree with Trips. Yeah, I gotta get. He knows what he's talking about.
For sure. All right. Well, hey, there you go. I just wanted to see what you guys' thoughts were.
I'ma always speak on that shit as someone that's from the pen and the pad, bro. And like as someone who's from the pen and the pad, like I knew when this shit was kicking off, I'm like, yeah, if Kendrick is just in a good mood, you're fucked, Drake. If he's in a bad mood, you're fucked. Either way, you're screwed because you're testing a nigga who lives this, who be looking for reasons to go the fuck off with this shit, who is already heavily immersed in the culture. He's so West Coast till he fucking died. Like this was a bad call. Like, you know, you don't play with people who are of the pen like that. And that's ultimately what I'm getting at. Like when someone is of the pen like that, you just gotta leave that alone. Do that shit with another pop star. Do that shit with another pop star that got to have a team of people in there helping them construct a song. Don't do that with somebody who will give you a track dedicated to his pen. The last song on his album is literally he's rapping about his pen, bro.
Yeah.
That's who you chose to play with. Like, stop.
Yeah,
but I'll give him respect before I give the Forest Hill dudes respect, though. Forest Hill dudes ain't got no respect for me. Forest Hill man ain't got no respect for me.
Crazy, man. Hey, man, what's going on, Nika? How you doing, bro?
What's popping, Ree?
Mika!
What's good,
That boy
guys?
just woke up.
Actually,
That boy just woke up.
Encyclopedia himself, bro.
bro popped in I literally was just finished that topic. Okay, so what are y'all's thoughts on the chapter? I guess let me ask that. And overall for 1139. I guess let's
Well,
start
like
with you,
what
Trip.
we rated.
Yeah, rate it.
I
What's your thoughts?
mean,
You already gave me your thoughts, Trip, on the chapter, but
I did.
what do you
Okay, for
rate
sure.
it?
What I rated, you
Yeah.
know, they introduced bro. You feel me? So I'm a 9.59 or 9,
Wow. Okay.
9.5. You feel me? Yeah, they introduced
Damn,
9.5.
the
Brody,
Okay.
same
man.
as the last one.
I need not. Last one I gave a 10. Don't play with me.
Oh, okay,
Last one I gave a
okay.
10. Don't play with me.
Misunderstood.
But nah, I need that. I need Rayleigh and Scopper on panel together. I need it. So yeah, we here.
Okay. All right. What you got, Wayne?
I ain't gonna lie, like I like the fact that you introduced Scopper, but maybe 7.5, high sevens type thing. I'm gonna say it's cool. It's just that of course, you can't keep it fire all the time. You gotta have some of those in order to set up the good moments. I'm about to say the last chapter was just way better. Merle, and then the chapter before that, you get Shamrock type thing. But no, it's cool because honestly, I would love to see if what Trip was talking about earlier, if the Holy Knights come in real quick, or that third Holy Knight come in real quick, and Scopper has to, he displays his abilities against a Holy Knight rather than Luffy. But if he does have to display it against Luffy, I feel like Scopper's gonna know, like, you're gonna move like Rayleigh taught you type thing, and he may pick up on that. And it's just like, hey, Rayleigh taught you this, didn't he? Like, and you're gonna maybe get a flashback, maybe of them sparring or something like that. But yeah, that's what I see. But yeah, 7.5 to a 7.9 type thing.
For sure. What you got, Nika? What you thinking, bro?
I'll give it an 8. It was a setup chapter, of course. Scopper reveal. I give it an 8. Yeah, I give it an 8. Solid 8.
All right. What you got, Foolie?
Oh, I'm very much giving it a 7.5. I enjoy the setup and everything like that. I'm really excited for like 140 though, because Oda always does crazy thing when he gets to like chapters that in the 0 number or like a 1. So I'm very excited to see what's going on.
Okay. Za.
Oh, I give this chapter a 9. I love it. Listen, I got away from that mural shit. I have had people, because everyone knows I watch One Piece. They're like, "Yo, what do you think about that mural?" I don't give a fuck about that mural. I'm not talking about that shit no more, bro. Like,
Wow.
I looked at it 2 times. I was done. I told Nika and Kostas last night, it's too much. It's a little too much for me. It's like, you got to break it down. I'm like, bro, I'm on that. Like, if you show me that, I literally might turn away. I literally might turn the fuck away. Like, it's not my thing. I get why people like it. I ain't care for it. I love seeing this fun shit. I love seeing the Scopper, how he is kind of like the Sanji, like he's arguing with Roger, telling him to calm down. That shit to me is cool. I like that shit. All that information, Oda just throws at you sometimes. And I'm like, all right, bro, like I'm dodging. My observation hockey. I'm like, hey, nah, I'm good. I'll pick it up when it's ready. It's too much. The mural's too much for me.
So what was it about the mural you didn't like?
It was like, yo, you have to go back in. If you missed it, it's like, yo, did you see the boat? Did you see that? I'm like, yo, get that shit out of here, bro. Like, yo, let's get to something else. I like it. I get why it's hype. I don't care for it. It's just my personal preference.
I understand Zar's thing. He's not saying he don't like it. It's the conversation around it and how it's still what the conversation is. It's like, some people are here for lore piece. Some people are here for adventure piece. Some people are here for power scaling piece. And I feel like Zah is here for adventure piece. You feel me? So.
Oh, words. Give me like, yo, this old man, he like, yo, I'm ready to do this. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And people still talk to me about this goddamn mural. I'm like, leave me alone. I don't care. If you want to go look at the boat sometimes, go look at it. That's cool. That's you. That ain't me. Mural's not my thing.
Okay, dang. I mean, I legit actually had more questions about the mural, bro. Like, I'm scared to pull it up now. Like,
no, you can do that. I'm not saying you I'm saying like just like the One Piece lore head. It's like, yo, did you see that? Did you catch that? Did you go
And
back and read? I'm
that's
like,
why I can understand his sentiment, because like as you were saying, you got more questions about the mural. I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, we've asked everything we can ask. We've deciphered everything we can decipher. Everything else will be revealed and answered for us within time, in due time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like you pressuring a bitch for pussy that is already trying to give you some pussy, just not today. You know what I'm saying? It's one of
Hey,
the
but
I don't think it's on that level. I don't think it's on that level.
I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
what it feel like, though. I go hold you. That's what it kind of
Yo,
feel
But that's
like, yo. Like
but
we gonna get these answers. We will
No,
get
no,
these answers.
no.
Believe that.
It feels like if we're gonna use that reference, it feels like someone trying to offer you something, right? And you just trying to make sure ain't no crafts there.
but
If
the
y'all
thing,
find digging in it while no one craft, that's fine. I'm just curious if there's a craft there or not.
I'm about to say, but the thing is, y'all knew about the pussy way before everybody else did. Like some of us avoided the spoilers and everything, and
I hate
Whole
this.
thing is
we
crazy,
we avoided
man.
her
Nah,
IG, we avoided the text
listen.
messages, we
That's
avoided
cap.
the
That's
signs and
cap.
shit.
That's cap.
We were
But and we
waiting.
know, and we know that's cap. You feel me? So fuck out of here. We know that's
Yo,
cap.
No,
Yeah.
like
So
no,
fuck out of
geez,
here.
no, because like me and Reed talk about it at work type shit, like how we try to sometimes, when it came to the Shamrock shit, I fell for the pussy. But I'm about to say when it came down to the mural and everything, we tried to avoid spoilers, any type of information about it. While I ain't gonna lie, some of y'all probably seen the spoilers, talked about it, had full whole conversations about the whole, and we was just like, we show up Monday, like, all right, boom, we know now. What's the
But
conversations about?
so take this from the people who are talking about it since the spoilers dropped. We've already exhausted the conversation. I promise you that.
That's what
And I
he's
say
saying.
that in the terms of like, and I'm saying that in the terms of like, there's nothing you can ask or try to talk about this mural right now that we haven't already touched on. It'll just be you thinking differently about the idea. And that's why it's like, yo, that's just a rabbit hole of like,
let me ask
Shorty
you.
is gonna give you this pussy. You don't need to know
This is
if all
crazy.
three holes are
This is
available.
crazy.
Just know you gonna get one of them.
Let
You
me
feel
ask
me?
this.
And
Let me
then
ask.
you can work your way
Yo,
into getting the rest.
this is the craziest reference. I actually understand it, which is even crazier. But okay,
Exactly. You
this is
understand
my
me?
question though. This is my question.
yeah, go ahead, go
Yeah,
on.
you know, so crazy because you married too, bro. So you know all you got to do is just let the day
Turn
go
over.
by and
Yeah,
wifey gonna give in. You feel me?
for
But it's
sure.
like you can't just be over there like, hey, now I need it now. Why not now?
But let
How about
me ask
now? Like,
What's
come on,
up? What's
y'all.
up, Rick? There we go.
for now. We gotta remember outside of our bubble, right? Because this is a conversation that's bigger than the 6 people that are here right now. There's other people that only tune in on Monday.
Mondays.
They
Right.
don't look at any spoilers. They don't have any conversations about this topic. Like
Yeah,
for
you
me,
inconsiderate bastards.
I really only have time for One Piece on Mondays. So I'm
Right.
really not tuned into any YouTube videos, not anymore. I used to be. All the people I used to watch for One Piece content, it doesn't happen. So I'm talking exclusively for the people that tap in on Mondays only and
I
watch
feel you.
the Triad podcast. They have not had these exhaustive conversations, and I'm one of them.
When you done, I need to
He
clear
said
something
I'm
up.
one of them.
Well, I was just gonna say I'm one of those people. So like I had this week after I read the chapter again, I haven't talked to anyone but Wayne about this. I don't even have time to get in the Discord. Strawberry says she doesn't either have time for One Piece. In the comments. I looked at the mural again and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I just you guys like since y'all do talk a lot throughout the week about it, y'all give me insight, which is helpful for other people that are watching the stream too. So I know it might seem exhaustive, but it's good conversation and content for the people that aren't like us. That's what I'm saying.
It's
Nah,
nice. Yeah, it
I
is
want to
very.
add
That's
on.
very
I
true.
want to add
That's
something.
very true.
What's up, nigga?
All right. So the whole conversation about the mural thing, First and foremost, people that were privy to the spoilers still were not ready for the mural. We got it in the text in the spoilers, but we didn't know it was gonna look like that. We didn't know that. A lot of people that read the spoilers are not also looking at the raws. I, for one, do not look at the raws. I look at the spoilers. That's it. I don't check the raws out. So when the mural came
Meaning you
out,
only read the text, gentlemen. Just the text.
when the spoilers came out, we were only privy to what was said. And I promise you, what was written in text was nowhere as deep as what you saw when reading the chapter. Now, granted, Reed waits till Monday to read the chapter. A lot of people here don't read the chapter till either Sunday or Monday. When the mural came out, yes, everybody went crazy about it. I personally don't ridicule anybody for going crazy about it, because that's probably what the craziest chapter we got in fucking forever. You get what I'm saying? The chapter was so crazy, he didn't need to add the mural at the end. That was the cherry on top, and it just happened to be a really good fucking cherry. I can't get mad at anybody that wants to have a conversation with the mural, because people want to know what they're looking at. Not everybody is Nika. Not everybody is Trick. Not everybody's going to be able to look at a mural and be like, yo, I know exactly what's going on here. No, some people need to have those conversations. Me and my boy Goopo was just talking about how last stream, we probably all should have dialed back a little bit, because giving Ree all that information when he just opened his eyes and seen the mural is probably kind of mad, because none of us had that type of intel going in reading the mural, looking at the mural. Only Ree and Wayne and people that are tuning in on Mondays got to see that, and then have like the starter kit with it, because we gave them the head start on how to interpret it. So I feel what Zah's saying, but I do feel like we got to chill at the same time, because that's what One Piece is all about, the fucking lore. So I can't sit here and get my panties in a bunch, because everybody want to talk about the hottest topic at One Piece, or the reason why One Piece is on top, the lore, the world building aspect of it. We had power scaling. This chapter shows you why power scaling is not a big deal in One Piece. We had power scaling shit go down, and yet the mural. So we gotta dial back and remember, we are not the only One Piece fans. Like Ree said, this shit is bigger than the six of us here. If you feel it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Shanks things. You probably 1 in a million out of if I put 50 One Piece fans here, you're probably one of 3 people that don't want to discuss Shanks. When I proportion that and ratio that against the other 47 people that are watching One Piece, we're going to have the Shanks discussion. That's gonna happen. The lore, I still have questions for Ree about the mural. So that's going to happen. The mural and the text are going to continue to get broken down. Like I said, we're going to revisit that shit mural, every other chapter. Simple.
That mural will be talked about even leading into the final war, just in the sense of everyone trying to actively be like, okay, yeah, this faction is this representation, because we'll be trying to make sure our answers are now correct. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I understand where Ree is coming from, where it's like, I even hold off on a One Piece discussion when the chapter drops until we get closer to Monday. Like, I don't even start talking to Nika about the chapter till like a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So like, I can completely understand the sentiment where it's like, you don't even get to discuss it as much. And especially with the way we just hit you with that flood of information about the mural before you even digested what you were looking at. We were giving you what we think it is before you could tell us what you think it is. So of course you still are dissecting it and trying to understand and confirm things when you haven't really had a wide discussion with others. So that's what I believe Zah would just need to be open to, where it's like, even me, I hate a power scaling discussion, but like,
yeah,
I'll stick around for it, because I know it'll lead into the other things that I'm actively interested in. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of just got to take it all as a whole. Yin and yang, baby, yin and yang.
But no. I'm not talking about this podcast. I'm not talking about this. I'm just saying, when it comes to the mural, I'm not putting more thought into it. Like, if Ree wants to ask questions, I am more than happy to listen to the questions. But I'm saying, outside of this, I don't think about that. It just doesn't move me. Like, when I go to other podcasts, they're like, yo, how you feel about mural? I'm like, yo, bro, it is what it is. What you think about it, that's cool. I ain't got nothing else to add to it. That's where I'm standing on the mural. I'm like, yo, if we're here, Ree want to ask questions about it, I got you. Ree knows. Yo, Zah, how you feel about it? I'm going to answer. But anything, yo, we go anywhere else, like I'm not talking about that shit no more. I'll be like, yeah, that's it. I agree.
So
We're gonna pay you to
we
get out.
cannot we cannot expect the same passion we cannot expect the same passion in the mural discussion that you would have in a Chopper slander discussion. I completely
Yeah.
get it, bro. I am with you.
Hey man,
Hey, Chopper slander been at a minimal. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll give him
Thank
Zod
you.
Ryder
See, I'm trying to
plus
tell
for
you,
that,
man.
man.
I'm changed up.
Hey,
Changed
Like,
up,
alright,
man.
2025, bro.
Changed up.
bro, let me wear a Chopper hat a couple streams ago, and he got on and didn't say. I was like, yo, like
True.
Zod must be on different timing, but hey, I don't know. When Chopper is
Yeah, man, ain't no different timing. Ain't no different timing. I was slandering Zah and Alex was slandering Chopper yesterday all on my streams.
Hey,
I'm
Oh,
not hearing
I
none of
was
that.
not
Yeah.
slandering him.
Yes,
Don't
you
be
were.
I
You
was
and
not slandering him.
Where's Coach when I need him? You and Alex
I
formed the
actually
whole
gave
alliance
him
behind this
credit.
shit.
I actually gave him credit. I gave
Y'all
him
formed
credit.
the whole alliance behind this shit.
I
You was
Brilliant,
preaching
bro.
that crackhead bullshit you be preaching all the
I
time.
didn't say crackhead one
And
time.
Alex ignorant ass was up here like, yo, yeah, Zah, you spitting Zah. Yeah, Zah.
Wow.
Zah, yeah.
Zah.
Zah. I was like,
You
yo,
mean
that is just wild.
you mean bro was up there enabling? Bro was enabling over there. That's crazy.
No, he was doing that and joining in. Like, yeah, they formed an alliance. Luffy and Law type shit.
Even Coach was like, yo, I was giving a different
Crazy.
look at it. I was explaining the way I look at Chopper. I was actually very open and like telling like, yo, he does this. I don't like this. This is the reason why it is like that. Don't listen to Trip. Those are niggas. Niggas just trying to make it seem like I was hating. I was not hating. I was
Listen to
not
me.
hating.
Listen to me. Yo, Wayne, Foley, Trip, and Ree have seen you show your ass when it comes to Chopper. They know what to expect. I don't have to convince them of anything.
I have been calm. I have been calm, cool, collective when it comes to other people. I've been calm, cool, collective.
The proof is on Instagram. I'm gonna go back and look.
Yeah, the street.
Wait, I ain't
All
gonna lie.
live on JDTV's page.
2024.
Listen, man, the manner in which this nigga said, I don't have to tell them, convince them of anything. Is like,
don't gotta do a thing.
Yo,
bro could put the house on it, bro. Hey, no, listen. Bro could put the house on it. He know we know. He knows we know. He could put the house on
everything, gang. Mortgage and everything, gang.
I was very open-minded. I didn't call him the insecure druggie. I did not call him any of that. I was
crackhead.
here.
You called him crackhead.
Yeah, I mean, he is a crackhead, but not. I didn't call him insecure crackhead. He's still a crackhead, but not insecure crackhead.
You didn't go Bankai. You didn't go Bankai, but you went Shikai. But this is the problem. You also had another person come in with their Shikai, so that kind of equal.
He went way worse than me. He went worse than me. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. I was like, whoa, let's calm down.
So since you've eased up on Chopper, are we easing up on Sabo? You know what I'm saying? Are we eased up on Sabo or nah? He still get the smoke.
I will give Sabo this. If Sabo is writing the story of One Piece, I will actually read it because I think he has a different perspective, and I actually like it.
You're already fucking reading it. What the hell, Zah?
Let me have.
He said Sabo. He ain't say Amnesia Boy. He ain't say that guy that don't have no memory. He actually said the name, y'all. That's growth, bro. Yeah, like
that is growth.
Said, that's growth. That is growth, bro. Like,
I ain't even heard One Armed Deadbeat in a while. You know what, Zah? You got it,
you
bro.
Hear it,
You've
though,
made it. You've been making it, bro.
Like that's growth.
You got it, bro. No,
I tell y'all, man. Trying to tell y'all.
You got it.
You growing. We see it.
You actually won't burn the Chopper hat I sent to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and send it now. I thought I'd be wasting my money for sure. We good.
That's crazy, bro. I just want to. I'm gonna pull this up real quick, just to, before we get into the chapter, because I'm gonna talk about 1139 first, and I'll hit the mural at the end. But just to show, I have a video. I just want to show his growth. Wait, don't let me find it. Hold on. I have so many of these freaking things. I have a lot of them. I don't know. And I want to show the specific one Very, very, very
We
specific.
proud of
one.
you, Zah. We proud of you, man. We
Come
proud
on,
of you.
man. Yo,
Do not digress. Don't
here.
we do not digress. You know what I'm saying? Even if Chopper has a little bad minor moment, do not digress. Just let the story continue to unfold.
I
'Cause
will
this is great
understand
progress
it.
right here.
I will understand it and know that that is not Chopper's day, and that is not his fight, and that is not where he needs to be.
All right, then we green. Now we just got to work on Nika and Brooke. You know what I'm saying? If we can get Nika on this same page about Brooke, we good.
Yeah,
We
that's
straight.
cat. Y'all be killing me with this Brooke shit. This is why I keep slandering this nigga. Because when I give him the credit, y'all don't want to acknowledge I'm giving him credit. The last time we brought up Brooke, I was defending Brooke. The last
Brooke
time we
going
brought
off.
up Brooke,
Brooke
I was
going off.
defending Brooke. That's crazy.
Why he
I'm
go
gonna
so?
keep
Why he go
slandering that
off
bitch
like
ass
that?
skull, bro. I'm gonna keep slandering that bitch ass skull because y'all don't
Wait,
acknowledge when I give him the
Wait,
green.
you see
That's
that?
crazy.
You see that?
Dude,
Nah.
I
You
just,
see
I
that?
just
Nika, bro, that's
Y'all
the
on, y'all
dog,
on,
bro.
y'all
Yo,
on, y'all on fuck shit.
bro. Like, damn.
Tell him to
I
go
will.
get
believe
something. He need to steal somebody. Yo, like so you talk about
I
that.
believe I believe I've served my purpose. I'll holler at you, Ree. I appreciate you.
Wow,
oh wow, you gonna start a
that's
fight?
crazy, bro. That's
Bruh.
crazy. Bro. All right, bro. Wow.
And
Okay,
he really, wow.
Brooke
Oh,
ain't shit, bro.
oh fuck.
that's crazy, bro. All right. Well, before I actually get into the chapter, I just want to play this video just to show my man Zah's growth, and then we can get into it. Dang, he really left. That's crazy. All right.
Wasn't needed, and this is my point at the
No.
point.
You cannot say that Sabo wasn't needed.
Saba was
because-
not needed. Saba
Yes,
was not
he
needed.
was.
No,
Yes,
he
was.
wasn't.
Because
No, he wasn't.
Think about it. He just lost 2 brothers in Marineford. And now you have one that really isn't dead, that is alive, that is well, and that wants to fight for the fruit of your other brother. It's like you got both your brothers back in one day.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. Boy,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Ramsey
She
in
is
this.
Here's the
cooking,
thing.
bro.
Here's the thing that sucks about that. Luffy went through that whole depression. He went through that whole depression stage, right? He went through, Jinbei held him. He's like, yo, what do you still have? If Sabo was so part of this story, why the fuck was he around?
Oh no, I got you on that one. Because
No,
Sabo wanted to go to him. He wanted to go to him.
But Ace was a big time pirate. How the fuck do you not know Ace is not doing this type of shit? So all of a sudden, that's an ass pull. Sabo wasn't.
We have a new version of Zah, and that Zah was left in 2024. Thank you, Zah, for keeping that version of yourself in 2024, man. The Zah I know that's enlightened would never have that argument. So I appreciate you, man.
Of course.
Appreciate you.
That's what I'm here for.
Shout out to Strawberry. Okay. Now that is all out the way, let's get back to One Piece, man. First off, let me just go out and say it. Is this guy the man marked by flames, bro? What are we doing? He has a burn scar. Is this actually him?
I don't think so.
I don't want it to be him. If it's him, he got some explaining to do.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that would be weird narratively, but I don't know. Like, just like Fully had said with freaking Saul. Like, why has everyone got burn scars now? All of a sudden, everyone just gets a burn scar just casually. Like, Oda really is playing with us now that we know that the guy is coming soon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, would it make sense narratively for him to be the man marked by flame?
No. To me, no.
I hope not.
The main reason why it wouldn't make sense to me personally is like if we haven't seen Rayleigh, maybe because it would have been like, his Zoro is holding the last poneglyph to stop you from reaching the end game until you pass the old guard. Like you know what I mean? That would be interesting in the sense of storyline, but like I don't think Scopper is that guy. And like I love Scopper. I love Scopper. I just don't think that is not him narratively.
Nope.
So I guess what role do you think he's gonna play then? Because I mean, it has to be something important. I mean, we saw what Rayleigh was to Luffy, so Scopper is here. I don't think they would just introduce him. Not that I think he's the man marked by flames. I'm just saying, like, he has to have some important role for this crew, or for
He
the
could be
story.
the man marked by flames. He could be. Listen, unbiasedly, he could be the man marked by flames. I just wouldn't like it for shit because he actually has a flame marking, a scar that's actually in the pattern of a flame on his face. So it could be that. If that's what they mean by marked by flame, it could be him. My problem is that the man marked by flame used to work for the government or works for the government. So it's like, why are you a former Roger Pirates in cahoots with the government? You'd have to explain that because when we see Rayleigh completely not with the government. So why are you with the government? I need a good explanation for that. Otherwise, you on for our watch.
Could he? This is me literally just thinking off top after just reading the chapter. Is it possible that he's worked with the government to stop what was happening to the Giants from Mother Carmel?
That still be shit, man. Because you're the Roger. You're from the Roger Pirates, the people who know the ancient history, that know the void. You know what happened. You know all this that we're now discovering. Y'all seen it already. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all probably been deciphering this mural. Who knows? So what is the excuse for you siding with Emu?
Would it have to be all the way? Would it have to be all the way up to Emu though?
Okay, what are you siding with the world government for? Period.
Yeah,
because it's not like you're in the Navy siding with the world government. So, and it could be Navy, but either way, why and how? The only man that we knew that was of that faction that Roger cared about or gave any inkling about was Garp. So, how do you fit into that equation, Scopper? That's my only issue.
What if the equation is a parallel to Sanji kind of being, German 6'6", I'm about to say, in a way, he would maybe born into like a Navy or world government family type thing, didn't really fuck with it, didn't really like it. And then, met Roger, boom, Roger pirate type shit, What if it's like, that type of parallel? Since we're kind of like paralleling him to Sanji in a way.
Yeah. You have to make it make sense.
Yeah.
Because it still would have to, like, who is he related to? Like, you would have to explain that. Like, who's he related to? This, that, and third, all that. We'd probably get that, and maybe it'll work. But for as of right now, for what we know, I still think the man marked by flame, everything so far to me is matched up to be Dragon. So if that doesn't turn out to be Dragon, that's cool. But I'm gonna stand my ground on this one. I don't want it to be. I don't think it's Scopper. I don't want it to be Scopper because this also still does not explain the black ship nor the vortexes. Yeah. And I don't think he has a devil fruit, and I don't think he's throwing his axe hard enough to do this. So, I don't think he's throwing his axe mid ocean and it creates a whirlpool. I don't think he's doing that. If he is, that is Oda creativity for sure. But I don't think that's going on.
So then, okay. So then, what do you guys think he would have like a parallel to Rayleigh in some form of training? Then,
yeah,
for him to be in the story. Like, I guess I'm just trying to figure out if he's not the man marked by flames narratively, what would his role be on this arc, or what could it be? Because I if they're not training, and he's not the man marked by flames, I don't know why even bring him into the story.
Lore. He could have lore to add.
Yeah. I would say going off last chapter, Shanks history, like Shanks lore history, because like Luffy did, last time we seen before they revealed it was, Scopper and whatnot, the back photo or silhouette, it was when Luffy was like, I really don't know too much about Shanks' history. I just knew that he grew up on a boat or whatever. So you could get that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
he could add something for the power skill because he's a Sanji parallel. He would have to show. For me, the thing he's going to teach Luffy anything, I gotta see some Black Lightning. I ain't gonna hold you. Because Luffy at that stage where if he ain't got nothing to do with Black Lightning, I don't think he need to really learn anything about it. He's probably good. So I need to see Scott. I need to see Conquer Scopper. If we get that, maybe. But when you look at the epithets, it's really different because he may not have Conquerors, but he should. I want him to. I'm not saying I don't want him to, but Conquerors, Kingly Ambition,
Yeah.
Epithet wise, we get Dark King, Silver's Rayleigh. Pirate King, Gold Roger. Mountain Eater, Scopper, Gabon doesn't hit the same.
If he doesn't have conquerors, yeah.
It doesn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same off rip. It don't. It's not hitting the same. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it is not hitting the same. So I want to see where this is gonna go for Scopper Gabon, because Shockey told, I mentioned this in the Discord, but Shockey told Luffy, Rayleigh is 100 times stronger than you. It was 2 years ago. 2 years later, Luffy's telling Kizaru, we are 100 times stronger than we were back then. Hence why, he puts Kizaru on his back. Couldn't do that before. Rayleigh had to be the one to fight Scopper. I mean, not Scopper, had to fight Kizaru before.
Kizaru, yeah.
So now we should get that. I wouldn't mind if Zoro takes this fight from Luffy. I think Luffy should do it because Luffy's the one called out in it. Scopper should not get the inkling of seeing Gear 5. I don't want that. Scopper has already admitted inferiority to Shanks, to a Yonko, which means Scopper is not Yonko level. You could say that, but he's already told us last time Loki did something on this island, no one could stop him but Shanks. You were here. You've been here for 20 years. You were here. You couldn't stop him. Shanks had to do it because your time is come and gone. Generations have exceeded. So for me, how I see it, like, he only talks about going, just like Green Bull, he only talks about going to Wano after acknowledging Kaido is no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't be thinking this guy is so crazy on the power scale. He's not. You know what I mean? I think he's saying, however you view old Rayleigh right now, Scopper should not go past that. It shouldn't be, because I see a lot of people on Twitter like, oh, he's gonna give Luffy the run for his money, this, that, there.
No.
I think he's gonna do good against Luffy, but Luffy should not touch Gear 5. We should see Luffy base utilizing 2, 3, and 4, fight, and adding Haki onto his attacks, fighting this guy. I do not want to see Gear 5. There's the only time I expect to see Gear 5 is if they're fighting, and then we know that there's a third Holy Knight on their way. I was telling this to Trip. We could easily see it to where the fight gets interrupted by a third Holy Knight coming into the castle now.
Mm-hmm.
And then that could warrant, hey, we got to stop and deal with this, because Scopper's already said, I sense a weird Haki from before, and it piqued my interest. So that would pique his interest even now. But yeah.
So
I don't know if Scopper should train them. I think Scopper would do better training the Straw Hats than he would actually do training Luffy. You know what I'm saying?
He needs to train Sanji. That's the person he needs to train. If there's anyone he needs to train, needs to be Sanji.
I don't think you need to train Sanji. I think Sanji will do better just sitting there having a chat with this guy.
Like, that could be the training. That could be the training on how,
talking about all this love,
like, the love hockey and shit like that. That's not a full out training. Sanji doesn't need that. Sanji needs, like, hey, yo, I picked up a tip from Gabon on how to lock in on my, like, love hockey and stuff like that. It could boost his observation hockey. I think that's what Sanji gets from Gabon, because I don't really see Gabon as doing all that he's doing right now.
Interesting.
Trying to take on Luffy.
I saw you. Okay, so you do think they actually are going to fight? Because I know Trip was saying when he came in, he said he doesn't even think that they're going to start the fight. They're just going to get interrupted.
They're going to fight.
Straight up.
They're going to start the fight. Nothing's going to happen. I think they're going to fight.
They're definitely going to fight. That's the whole point of the 100 times stronger than you. It's been revisited twice already in the story. 2 years ago to now. So we saw Rayleigh even be able to hold himself against the Gear 4 calmly. So I expect to see something from Scopper Gabon for sure. I just don't think we're going to see. It's not going to hit us the same way it hit us when we saw Rayleigh do some shit. You feel me? Because when Rayleigh do some shit, we had a whole bunch of shit to learn. We don't have a whole lot to learn from this guy right now. It's like one or two things he could emphasize on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that Conqueror's piece is pretty important to find out if he has it or not, because that should parallel whether or not Sanji will eventually get Conquerors.
Completely.
So
yeah,
and I guess it's not boding well for Sanji. Just especially when I did read the Mountain Eater epithet, I'm like, okay, I mean, it's cool how you got it, but like, it's definitely not no Dark King Rayleigh. It's not even close. Like, bro, Mountain Eater in itself sounds cool, but like, It doesn't sound.
It's
to
not a
me
Dark
like-
King. It's not hitting.
No,
I'm
it
not
doesn't.
hearing. I'm not hearing. I'm just not giving kingly ambitions, bro. It doesn't
No,
give it.
it's
I'm
not.
sorry.
I'm about to say,
Yeah, but Sanji doesn't give kingly ambitions either. So like, I kind of get it. Sanji's not a conqueror, so that's why. For me, Sanji, if Sanji gets conquerors, cool. If he doesn't, that's cool too. He doesn't
Yeah,
need
that's
conquerors.
that's
Not
where
his
I'm.
thing.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at with him.
I'm about to say, but didn't Zeref get Redfoot Zeref, and it was kind of like feared type shit? You got Blackfoot Sanji, you know?
Yeah, but see see, look, that's another part of the problem. This is why I talked about this. I think I told Reed about this a while ago, probably like maybe a month ago or something. But I was saying, I know I was telling my boy Goopa, but there should be more in the story, or like more lore around Redfoot Zeph. The live action gave me a better impression to Redfoot Zeph than the anime did. The anime had him and the live action had him sitting down talking to Garp. Like, who was Zeph back in the day? He's sitting down talking to Garp. Garp knows of him. Like, he was like that. In the anime, we get nothing. In the anime, it's like he's just a pirate that loved to cook. And his crew, like how we got the rum bar pirates, his pirate crew is the equivalent to that, but for chefs. And we don't get nothing of it, bro. We don't get nothing of it. It's not like we hear, like, that's why I used to say, I would have loved it if we heard Redfoot Zeph cooked for Whitebeard one time. You know what I'm saying? Or he did, like, it just give me some type of lore to it so we could say, yo, Sanji, he gonna do some crazy. We got no real lore from that, bro.
Nothing.
Nothing. Sanji gets more power for paralleling to Ivankov than he does for Redfoot. On God.
I have a question. Do we know who was the chef with the Roger Pirates and like the Whitebeard Pirates? Do we know that?
For the Whitebeard Pirates, it was Thatch, but he got cooked literally. And then for the Roger Pirates, people speculate it could possibly have been Scopper.
Okay, I'm just curious about that.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just, I really want to know what his role will be, particularly, and also now that why we know this, I think Nika, I talked to you a couple weeks ago. I think you were saying even if this person was Scopper, there could be a Shiki appearance. Did you say
I
that
still
or
think
was
I know I said that. I still think I told you there's a light where that exists where both things can be true still. So, you know, I still wouldn't be surprised about it. I just put it like that. I think I do think Oda was misleading. I do think Oda intentionally misled us. Like it was he treated just like he treated Shamrock as a red herring. He's also treating Scopper as a red herring because he literally dressed him up as Shiki and then made us like it wasn't. I didn't think Shiki for no reason. You get me? There's a lot leading into the Shiki.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like I said before in the video, it could either be Shiki or it could be Scopper, but I still think for what we're getting in the story, we could still see a Shiki play out. So
for sure. Now, in what capacity though? Like,
oh, he could still come back and be vital to the whoever the antagonist for this arc is. He could be helpful to them possibly, or whatever be the case. Because Shiki, the type of threat, Shiki warrants the threat of terror. And that's why I still think Anel's going to be significant because his whole thing is fear. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, terror, fear, they move simultaneously. So I kind of think these things are going to be important still. Yeah. So I still think he will come back and there's still plot pieces that actually exist for Shiki, like him making Gang Capone's ship fly up to that meteor, or not meteor, but that big ass boulder structure that was in the sky. That's canon. And it's not in a filler episode. That was in the manga. Like that's canon. So I still expect to see Shiki, and it makes sense for Gang Capone's character because he's a mafia member, a Yakuza member, and in Strong World, it was all of the Yakuza who was pledging allegiance to Shiki. So I still think this is important stuff to go down here. That's all I'm gonna say. And even with Scopper Gaban, he's talking. Shout out to Sandman AP. And Don and Dust, but Stopper's talking using Yakuza cadence. His name is Mr. Yasun. Ya short for Yakuza. So it's just, to me, it's all adding up. It's just like I wouldn't be surprised if Scopper knows Shiki. Like I just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Well, he should. Man, they fought in that Edo War, so like he should know where he's at and all that.
And also, she could kind of like tie in. She could tie in different ways with like just his fruit ability and the whole like water raising and whatnot. That could be a whole thing they could play with.
Yeah. That's a good point. I want to just the last topic or last piece of this man marked by flames thing. I don't know. I do agree that it would be kind of a stretch for him to like cause like whirlwinds and stuff in the ocean. But just the way that they're explaining that he was surrounded by enemies, took them all out, left no trees. I don't think it would be too crazy to say that just with his axes that he's capable of like creating whirlwinds.
Creating whirlpools. Right.
I mean, that would be
Like
nuts.
I said, Oda would have to. That'd be Oda creativity, and I'm here for it. But Oda would have to show me that I'd have to see him do that. Like find the nearest pond and show me what you do with that shit. Like I need you to throw that axe and have it moving like a Beyblade. Let me see what you about.
Yeah,
let it rip.
Let it rip.
Let it rip, Stopper.
That mug was spinning for real in that first panel when he first threw it. That mug was moving, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. So he might have a little Beyblade action going on with that wrist pause, but man, I think he might be able to do it. He might be. I mean, if he's a cook, come on, bro. If he really is a cook out here whipping it up, I don't think it's crazy that man can really spin the axe and cause some damage. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. With that being said, I do want to pull a mural up after this question, but
Go ahead.
with this key. Okay. So what do you guys actually think is going to happen next? I guess that's my bigger question. So we've got the fight. Are you guys thinking that we're gonna potentially like what I think is after this chapter 1140 they'll fight, but the biggest thing is at the end of the chapter we're gonna have the key and actually start heading to Loki. I mean, is that kind of what you're thinking, or do you think it's gonna actually take some more chapters?
2 or 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 chapters, and then something happens that interrupts it. Because I don't feel like Luffy doesn't see him as a bad guy, so I don't see Luffy going all crazy year 5 on him. It's gonna be like, I think it's probably like more of a test. Like he's gonna be like, oh, you're really strong, kid. And, that stupid new generation shit. I can see that shit happening, and then something happens where he's like, yo, what the fuck's going on? Like, maybe the library is getting burned, which would be the loveliest thing that could happen to get them giants out of this classification mode that they are, being nerds and shit like that. But like I'm saying, something's gonna happen. That's all.
Okay. Do you guys think? I guess. Well, I'll let y'all finish that. Did you have something you want to say about that, Fully?
What do I think that it's gonna be in the next chapter? I would say, right after, I really do think it's gonna be like, I really do think it might take like 3 chapters and whatnot, and I really do think like, what we might see is, like, I really think we might see more levels of advanced observation and whatnot, since Rayleigh was more of a like technical, fighter, like more of a fighter, and like Scopper was more weary, especially seeing the flashback. I think we might see levels of like high levels of observation. Because I'm still on a whole kick of like the whole Odin's eye and everything like that. I don't know. I'm still hoping that I see some type of like high level, like high key on that kick.
Okay. Now, what you got, Wayne?
I was just gonna say, like, I'm about to say maybe they start duking, but we're not gonna get the whole fight or everything. Of course they're gonna go back to the village where you got the rest of the crew and everything, maybe even back to Robin or something like that. And no, the library's not gonna be on fire, Zah. I'm sorry, because there's not anything leading up to that. But like, honestly, I feel like if they do get into it, like I said, 2 or 3 chapters. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of leaning towards if they are fighting, it gets interrupted. If it doesn't get interrupted, like a Holy Knight appears and like, yo, we gotta shift objectives type thing, because like I feel like the fact that the circle is pointed out to us and it's still there when you get that panel of the circle and everything, the circle appears, boom, Shamrock and fucking Gonko. And now it's still there. So I feel like it may be prepping to give, another Holy Knight type thing, since it's like still there and it's very obvious to us. So that's what I'm on right now.
This is what I think. I think they are going to fight. But now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, since they're in the literal room where the actual teleportation circle is, and ideally Gunko and Shamrock should be on the way back to that room if they're calling for someone else to, be sent to Elbaf. I think they all are there fighting, and Gunko and Shamrock eventually meet up with Luffy there. I think they meet him there. I don't even think he leaves with the key yet. I think they all just have to fight like against each other in that room. And maybe the Holy Knight appears too. So I think it will be a couple of chapters before they actually get to take that key to Loki. But I think they have to take care of that because it should not there. I can't see especially if Scopper and Luffy are about to fight. I don't see it being reasonable for me to think that Shamrock and Gunko don't make it there because they're on the way back right now. Like they should ideally cross paths with each other before Luffy can get back to Loki.
Fight for the key between everybody.
Well, I'm just saying, like with Shamrock and Gunko on the way to that room right now, and with Scopper and Luffy about to fight each other, they should end up crossing paths. Maybe not in that room, but somewhere before they get back to Loki. Shamrock and Gunko should end up seeing Luffy. I don't know that he makes it to Loki before he meets Shamrock and Gunko because they're on the way there now.
No, I could see that. It could be like a 3v3 fight. You got Shamrock, Gonko, Third Holy Knight versus Luffy, Zoro, and damn, I forgot his name already.
Scopper.
Shit. Yeah, Scopper. I could see something like that happening.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. I think I don't think they make it too far without them actually getting into a fight with each other.
Okay,
inside of that room. But we'll see next chapter.
And I don't know if you guys know, this is a 2-week break, not a 1 week. It's going to be a 2-week break. Yeah. I just saw it. 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks.
Hold on.
Hey, what Oda expect us to do for 2 weeks, man? Like you don't put the.
Well, we can do your One Piece top 30 people. Like we've been planning this for a minute. This is the time to do it.
Top 30 waifus.
Yeah.
That could be a stream too. I mean,
I'm not doing that. I don't care for waifus. That's not my thing. Like once again, I'll be here for it to support. But I have no input in this. I don't want Robin. I don't want Nami. I don't want any of them.
So you're gonna be thawing the whole time? No 2 cents.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna add my 2 cents, but I'm saying for me, I don't want anyone. Robin's very weird, and Nami is a money launderer. I don't need that.
All right, for sure. All right, let me pull this up, man, so we can look at it. Because again, maybe you guys can.
I didn't say Robin's not amazing, Strawberry. I just said to me, she's just very weird.
Oh dang, Robin in the comments or not? Yeah, Strawberry in the comments getting on you. Yeah, man, you already know better than that to talk about Robin, bro.
You gonna bring up some weird. She's gonna be like, "You're gonna die," and I'm like, well, "Shut up, go away, all right, go use your hands and fly away somewhere, man. Got my face."
Nah. That's a part of the whole Robin lore. It's beautiful.
I'm saying it is beautiful, but to me, I'd be like, "Yo, you can kick rock and go do something else, bro. Make multiple feet and kick rock somewhere else. Go that way."
Make multiple feet and kick,
And
bro.
Yo, I ain't
All
gonna
right,
lie.
man.
Wild.
All right, bro. Let me pull his mural up, bro. Because I have actually no. Let me get your input, Nika. I had asked him, do you think that before they get the key and go to Loki, that they'll end up seeing Shamrock and Gunko before they make it to Loki?
Stinky stepped away to be a father real quick.
Oh, all right. All right, that's cool.
Gonna be me.
All right,
Oh, hold up. Wait, this in color.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah,
color.
it's been in
version.
color for a minute. Yeah.
Look, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just like-
found the color version, so I wanted to see. It's easier for me to actually digest. So this is what I'm seeing. Okay, and you guys help me out because y'all have probably understand this a little bit more than me. But with the wording that was on the right side of this, right? Obviously, we're thinking this is like ancient times. Nika says the stream keeps kicking me out. Try it one more time, man. I mean, you were there until you had got up and stepped away. We had saw you.
Yeah.
But either way, so with these guys on the right, I'm looking at this, right? And the way that it was explained to me, or at least in the text that was above, are these guys over here, does this have something to do with like the mother flame? Like, is that what these pieces are? Like, am I tripping?
That's kind of how I've interpreted it. There was at least like it was either mother flames and I've also heard that like it could be like devil fruits. But like I don't think it's devil fruits. I really do think it's like the mother flame, especially going off the text. If you add like the text to it and whatnot about like there was fire in the earth and whatnot, and like the humans, I'm like, let me look this up.
Oh yeah, I guess I could pull the text one up.
You said redrop the link.
All right, I got you. Hold on one sec, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, but it's just like if you look at like the bottom three before they descend into hell, technically, I'm about to say it looked like they have halos. So it looked like they took something of theirs that was a halo and converted it maybe into the mother flame to give it up type shit.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like okay. What I'm thinking is that these buildings are like the ancient civilization type thing, right?
Mhm.
And they're taking the mother flame and kind of let me get the one with the text, because the one with the text says something to the effect of like they're in ruin because of greed or something. Like I'm thinking that they're taking this mother flame and using it on the civilization, which we see like they're creating items with it, because we could see there's like a boat down here. It looks like there's like a boat coming out of this up here. I just wonder like if this is trying to say that their greed is what caused like the initial downfall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I do think the initial greed. I do think the initial greed is what caused the downfall and whatnot, because it's just like if you look by the moon and whatnot. Say like this is like the mother flame, right? If you look around the moon, the mother flame is like the sparks or whatever it is around the moon. So like it could be an energy source, and like us being greedy as humans and whatnot. If you want to bring it to us being greedy as humans, we overused that, and that cost us ruin. And then going and then like looking at them like lean up off the back of like if you think that's Zunisha and whatnot, there are like in a sense lean it to like a person that is like with a crown.
I think that's emo.
Yeah.
For what Wayne was saying, I think that's very reminiscent of Big Mom and what she does in Turtle Land with they give her a piece of their soul.
Yeah.
In order to even stay there. I think these 19 kings that are worshipped to Emu, whether you see how it shows that some of them are alive at first, and then it goes to some of them being dead, and then it shows you that some of them are alive again, or they go to the underworld and they leave from the underworld.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's something more or less the line of they're giving these 19 kings have to give something to Emu. It has something to do with like life force or something like that. But it could go either way.
Which
I don't think you're far off though.
I would say I wanted to add one more thing if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I would say with the whole Halo things, I kind of always thought like connecting it back to the Celestial Dragons and whatnot, where their whole get up and everything like that. Like a lot of us, kind of thought like with the whole water raising and stuff like that, and some people with space, it could have been miner gear. They could be literally wearing like old miner gear, and that's why we see them with the halos and whatnot because they're going down into the mine.
Okay.
Strange enough, yeah, it could be that.
I just like now I'm actually sitting here thinking I just caught that. Well, I know this is obviously Noah's Ark and there's a lot of biblical references, but Emu standing on top of it, and obviously in the Bible, Noah's Ark was there because the world flooded. God flooded the world, and of course you see the angel and all the animals that went onto the ark. And ironically, Emu was standing on top of it. I didn't catch that the first time. I mean, of course, I haven't had a chance to even re-look at this. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like let me pull the text one up real quick because I think I have that saved on my computer.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie. If you're gonna pull the text up, before you do, so my homie told me that instead of looking at it like two separate things, it could have been the fact that Zanisha or whatever was carrying the ark or towing the ark first.
Yes.
I'm about to say, and that's why the ark is inside the image of Zanisha type thing.
There you go, Wayne. There you go.
I'm about to say, and that's what my homie said. And it's just like it kind of makes sense if you look at it that way.
Yeah.
And then maybe the Sea Kings took over type shit according to the anime and everything. But yeah, maybe Zanisha was carrying the ark first.
She's carrying the ark.
I'm about to say, and then I said that if that is Emu up top, the only reason Emu is on top of Zanisha is because Zanisha betrayed Joy Boy at the end of the day. I'm about to say, maybe before Emu's, whatever Emu probably planted in them type shit, whatever the fuck. But yeah. That's why if that is Emu, yeah, that's the only reason he's standing on top of Zanisha. Because, Zanisha betrayed Joy Boy.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And I guess I'm looking over here now. Maybe we talked about this last week, but I'm assuming this is like Final War type thing. Everyone you talked about. I know you talked about Nika with the dudes with the top knots over here. I guess is symbolizing Wano.
Wano Kuni.
Yeah, you got Kuna.
This is Wano Kuni. Fish I feel like Luffy. Yeah.
The whale that looks like Moby Dick. Whitebeard ship. I don't know if that.
Yeah, that could be Whitebeard. That legit could mean Whitebeard remnants. Facts.
Right, the Whitebeard remnants coming back. And then obviously Shirahoshi. And did y'all figure out who these people might be?
So
Go ahead. My fault.
I would say I've gotten like the way I've kind of been with is that a lot of people have gone with like the one with the bigger giant is Loki. I think that's ancient giants, and that's supposed to represent the regular giant, especially going off Hydrusian's whole united giant.
This is my thing. Okay, this is what I wanted to say before I let Fuli go. Right, this is the problem with this mural. See what Fuli just said. Some people think it represents Loki. Some people think it represents the ancient giant, right? As far as we know, why can't be one and the same?
Why can't it be Loki?
One and the same. Loki is the representation for the ancient giant. Harold just ripped his horns off. Loki still has his. He's clearly the remnants of the ancient giant. So why can't he be?
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that does fit Loki with the hair too and the horns. Yeah, I can see that.
And this is my
Or could have
thing,
been
right?
Harold.
And this is
Or
my thing,
Harold,
right?
yeah.
No. Harold's bold. This guy got hair. I severely think it's either we're getting a new version of Oars or that is Loki. Like I do think, I really strongly do think that. My thing is, what world is this war depicting for y'all? Because that's what comes down to. What do you believe? Who do you believe what is?
What world is this picture depicting?
For you? Yeah, 'cause I've seen some people say, oh, it's the first world. I've seen people say it's the second world. I've seen people say it's the third. I've seen people say, well, if you're like me, history repeats itself. So it's the third world where if history is repeating itself, it's still depicting the first and the second. It's just things that lined up. So, but it all comes together, third world. That's why Ripley said, Giants and whatever, in the history of the Giants and whatever, we've never teamed up with not a goddamn soul. But you see here, team ups are being made. And the Giants have recollection of the void somewhat, to a sense. So I think this is foretelling a battle to come. So I think this is the third. I think this is really just third world stuff we're getting for the most part. And like I said before, I think Loki, that's symbolic for Loki. That's Loki we see. I actually think the spear that he's holding represents a druid. I'm that deep into this. Like the sword, Luffy is not about to be fighting with no sword and shield. That sword, I personally think is a representation for Zoro, and the shield is a representation for Sanji. That's really where I'm coming with this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I guess that could be his. Is that his right hand with the sword? It might be.
Yes, it's his right hand with the sword, and his left hand has the shield.
Oh yeah.
So unless Luffy picks up swordsmanship real fucking soon, I'm going to think that is symbolic for Zoro.
He technically did in one though, but he was just punching niggas with it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he was
the worst swordsman I've seen in my life, bro.
Word.
He threw the cheese. He threw everything. I'm like, Luffy, bro. Like that's not what you do with. You know what?
It's unorthodox, but you could kind of count that as a swordsman.
No.
So, is this supposed to be like a tontada then? That little thing in there?
That's totally a tontada.
Yes, that's totally a tontada. I think the one above him is a mink, above like Shirahoshi.
Oh, this?
Yeah. And then you could either say that wolf above Emmett, the iron cyborg. That's either, I've gone with two conclusions. It's either Sulong mink or it is Yamato. That is it. There's only two things I can find myself to be like, all right, bet this matches up for that.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going with Yamato because you kind of get the mink already. It would be pointless to have.
Thank you. That's what why would you have two of them motherfuckers? Exactly.
Yeah.
But you could say that it's different though, because they do have a giant and then they have an ancient giant, which is the Loki. And they have the metal giant, which is the iron giant, which is Emmett. So they still have three different versions of a giant on this being portrayed.
Yeah, but you know they're classified as separate entities of ancient giant, regular giant, or another nation giant. For the minks, it's all been minks. It's just mink and Sulong type shit. But it would make sense of Sulong since the moon is out type shit. Full moon. Yeah. There ain't no half moon or nothing. It's a full moon. So I could kind of see that.
Have you guys been able to decipher the text, like identifying the D-Clan members and whatnot, like from what the text is saying? Stuff like that.
Hold on, let me get the one with the text out. I think I have. I was kind of had a little bit of time this week to kind of look at it, but let me get that one pulled up real fast. I think I have that one saved on my computer too. Give me a moment. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go to the chapter and pull it up from there. There we go.
Oh gosh.
All right. Really? Make me have to save this to my computer. Of course. Okay. Let me pull it up so I can zoom in. Well, I'll let y'all look at this for now until I can get that pulled up.
I ain't gonna lie. The fact that the colored one doesn't have the two planets kind of throws me off.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it. I swear to God, I only look at that black and white version because it has everything Nika needs in there for lore piece. There's no
Yeah.
planets in the color version. I got like 4 color panels, different
No,
versions
because
of
I
the color
seen it
panel
as soon as
page.
Reed pulled it up, and it was just like,
Where
that's
the
kind of
the
off.
planets? Yo,
But
when
at
I
the
see
same,
YouTubers break that down and there's no planets, I'm like, amateurs. Amateurs, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get off the stream. Get off the stream, bro.
Damn.
Like that's how I be feeling now. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm
I feel you on that though, dude.
wild.
Makes sense. So, what's your take on the text, Nika?
My take on the text. One more thing. The planets are very important because one of those planets had the same markings as the Hellfire Serpent and as the Ancient Giant. So I don't understand why people overlook them planets. I've only seen one YouTuber talk about the planets out of 6 of them, and that was Grand Line Review. He brought it up and then he left it there as he should, because we don't know what that shit means.
No, I ain't gonna lie, but no, you kind of on point because like I'm reading the first world. If niggas had to give up part of themselves, so the Halos had to give up part of themselves to go within the earth to get the fucking mother flame, whatever the fuck. I'm about to say you had to use that to either power your city and probably give that giant energy or some shit in order to fight some shit possibly.
Yeah.
Like
okay. You're not wrong on that. That's why I said it's very reminiscent to Big Mom. Big Mom's the only other person I've seen have people giving parts of themselves to her as like leverage.
And that's kind of where I was going with them coming to greed, because that's what I was saying. I think before you jump back on, that I think that the town would probably be like the ancient civilization, maybe, and these. Oh God, I need to get the picture so I can zoom in. But
ancient civilization that had to give up part of themselves in order to keep that ancient civilization powered. You have to have a good power source. I'm not as a
so right. Is that Hellfire Serpent protecting that town that we see, that ancient kingdom?
It has to be because it got scars. It got scars like it's been in battle before.
Then if that's the case, then I'm definitely thinking that's a representation of Dragon. And I could be completely wrong.
Nah, I think
no, you still go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I really actually could be wrong. I don't know how to. The right side of this mural is the part that's like, all right, homework. You know what I mean?
Well, that's kind of where I was. That's what I was saying last week, that I think it would make sense that that's Dragon, especially with the patterns on him and the X's as well. I mean, I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah,
I know I saw. I did see this week the little little bit that I did get a chance to look at this week, like the things on their back of the dragon over here. I saw someone that tried to pull out a picture of the big the things that we saw before Thriller Bark.
No, that was in Thriller Bark.
Or yeah, right. Yes, that time, the big things that were in the mist.
Yeah,
they were trying to say that these things on their back resembled the things that we saw in the mist. You know what I'm talking about, Fully? Give me
that's
possible.
Yes, I do. In the it was in like the triangle. I forgot what
Yeah. The big 3, like
the Florian triangle.
Yeah. Which is interesting because I know Nika, you had also said that this could be like a resemblance of the red line.
Yeah, that too.
So I don't know. But I got the picture.
That's why I'm trying to read the whole thing with the red line is, interestingly enough, the planet that if this is the symbolism, like outside of Dragon, if this is the same markings we see, like this thing that had the Hellfire Serpent, if it is the thing that if it is supposedly the red line, right? There's a planet that has the very same markings on that above the moon, which tells me that this is not the first time. This is not Emu's first rodeo, if that may be the case. You get what I'm saying? Because it seems like whatever this red line is had its grasp on another planet at one point in time. So it's either go watch Gurren Lagann, man. That's what I'm gonna say. Go watch Gurren Lagann.
Okay, for sure.
But yeah, my fault. We can get to the text now if you want to.
No, yeah, you're good. I
You
was
gotta
gonna
get to
say
the tech.
I was gonna say one last thing. I think these. I think they're. It looks like they're creating boats. Am I tripping? These obviously look like they're making boats.
Where you gotta zoom in
Like
for us to see,
in
or put
like
the mouse around it.
this piece right here, right, and then like what they have up here.
Yeah, they do like represent boats.
You that's
You know,
mother flame shit going on down there too, though.
Yeah.
From off the design of what we see, that's the same thing we saw the mother flame kind of being built around and in. Same thing in those the mural Enel saw.
Right.
Like it's the same type of mother flame thing. So it's definitely, it could be boats. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that could be ancient kingdom. There could be some like some steam powered boats we don't be knowing about. You know what I'm saying? Some good technology. That
Right.
good
Or
old
like
ancient tech.
that's what I was thinking. Like if this was like some type of high advanced type of boat, because like we don't see any paddles or sails. I mean, what if these are maybe this sounds crazy, but like I know that these are like the ancient civilization had like greater technology than what they have in today's times. But could it be crazy that this is like a flying boat? I mean, you don't have any sails, you don't have any paddles on this side.
the Dow's
I
from
mean,
Skypiea.
yeah, there's this flying boats all
Skype
over the
has to
city.
be a part of
Elbath got
it.
flying boats right now, so sure.
Right. I don't know. I feel like again, if this is the mother flame that they're putting into their city, it would match up to the text as far as their greed. They just wanted to create things and build up their town, and they succumbed to it.
So what if Zanisha was helping them with their greed, and that's how he betrayed Joy Boy? Because in a way, like Zanisha is a part of this. Like, of course, they're on their little platform, but at the end of the day, you're walking up the back of Zanisha.
Hmm.
It looks like you're kind of offering it to, because even the dude on this other platform is facing the king or whoever's standing on top of Zanisha, and it looks like you're offering it to, let's just say, Emu type thing, and then you're turning around and then putting it into something to power something type shit. So what if Zunisha actually probably helped them with the whole ancient civilization in order to get the hell Mother Flame and actually power their civilization?
And that's why she got banned. That's why she got the punishment.
Yeah.
Possible.
Maybe they are on Denisha's back.
Yeah, man.
Is pretty. I think it's pretty significant. Okay.
I feel like
Um.
we
Go
could
ahead.
try to dissect this science wise, like everything, but if this narratively doesn't make any sense, then the theory, then all this stuff is up in flames. Like it has to make sense. I think that's where I'm at. Like I haven't been able to make sense of it for long yet. And I think when I can finally narratively make sense of this, I can decipher this whole shit. No problem. I feel like I'm missing pieces. Like I feel like I'm trying to solve a puzzle and I'm missing I'm missing pieces of the puzzle that are for the main picture in the puzzle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Real quick, the as far as the Noah that in Fishman Island, can y'all just give me like a quick rundown? Like I'm trying to make sure what all do we know about the Noah?
Would you like to go,
It
Nika?
only could have been created by giants. I'll say that.
Joy Boy.
I'll say that and that alone. The Noah had to be created by giants
But for what reason?
to carry
Carry the
people.
fish, man.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's Noah's Ark. It's very
Yeah.
biblical.
Yeah.
When the world flooded, we needed something to carry these motherfuckers on. Simple. Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
And it's a big shit, bro.
Yeah, like it is huge. It is crazy how big it is, and
Yeah,
like
really.
I think the little angel that we might be seeing there, I think that's not. I like this is my thing. I don't know. I just feel like maybe the angel because like how big it looks and whatnot. I kind of feel like the angel's supposed to represent in a weird way the Klabauchaman of the Nora in a weird way.
You can
Interesting.
say that. I definitely didn't think about it like that. You can say that. I won't take the energy away from that. That is a different thought. I didn't even think of that not one time.
That's
I was
interesting.
thinking it's just the from the original um
it goes back to the text. They say the half moon people. They talk about three types of people. It's the full moon people, the half moon people, and then like the even like an even lesser than a half moon, broken moon. And I think the way they're depicting that is the people that are rigid, like people of Burka, they were probably like the Skypeans with the wings. So I think this is the original Skypean or whatever the case may be. This person here with the wings, that angel with the wings. I think that's an actual Skypean. And then you have the half moon people, because it tells us in the text. It says the half moon people had a dream. Then it said the sun god laughs and dances. So I think the half moon people are the deep people of the deep. The half moon is the deep, literally. So I think this that's a representation of the people of the deep. And in Skypiea, there's that panel where they're literally dancing around the fire.
Yeah.
And you see the half moon in the sky as they're dancing around the fire. And under the moon, you have the drum rhythm for, you know, which is pretty much the sound drums of liberation. And then the beat off the drums of liberation. They're also right under that text. It says, "You guys are funny." So, like I said, the sun god laughs. I mean, people of the half moon had a dream. The sun god laughs. The sun god dances. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's that panel is telling us they're the D clan.
Did y'all catch real quick that Loki has the same exact pattern as this dragon?
That's what I've been saying, Reed. Yes, and it's the same marking as the planet. Look at the planet. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I saw that.
But the planet's not on this one.
Yeah, it's on this one. He got to scroll up. He got to scroll up. The text is on.
Scroll up, yeah.
Well, no, this isn't the text. This is a different. I have the text one.
Oh, okay. I thought you just wasn't showing us the text word.
I got you. Give me 1 second. My bad, bro. That it's so much to digest, bro. I be thinking, man, I found something, but
no, like honestly,
you did find something. Nobody's talking about that. Like, make a video clip tonight. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, but no one's really talking about that. People are doing what Wayne said. Everybody's talking about this panel, and they're going to the colored versions. They're using their own black and white versions, and they're leaving that planet out. So then, this is what we're saying. I bring up these points because then when Oda start talking about other planets, people are like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't see this coming." Why did you not see it? Lore dropped it all through the story, like NL's cover story. This shit, like, you know what I mean? The thing in O'Hara where Clover's like this, and you see the diagram with the 7 planets. Like he talks about this stuff, yo.
Like, I'll play checklists.
So I'm about to say, because you got the planet, like there's too much. I ain't gonna lie. I could kind of get why Zah could kind of be like, it's too much. Because yeah, you got these planets and shit, but then I ain't gonna lie. If you see you got cells on the Nil ship, right? Why is there cells on the trunk of fucking Zanisha? Right under the fucking king or Emu at that point. You got like not cells, but paddles. There we go. I'm about to say.
I would say you can go with interpretation of like he was used as a ship for we
just talked about that.
Yeah,
even for the
why is
Noah,
he walking up the Adam tree type thing? Like I ain't gonna lie, like as I keep looking into it, bro. Like even the markings on the monster on the right type shit. It's just like it can be too much. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, then at that point, did this beast come from the planet, fall down, and now are they offering shit to like keep the fucking beast protecting them type shit?
This is my only thing I say to that, right? And this is what I was trying to get across to Zah. It's supposed to be reflecting real life. When have hieroglyphics not been too much? Like there's still people to this day deciphering shit we found 50 to 100 years ago on hieroglyphics. Yep. This is the same thing here. We haven't even fully broken down the Enel hieroglyphic, and we got this one. So it's going to be too much. That's what hieroglyphics are. Too much information that we cannot make sense of. So that's why I kept saying we're going to get the new chapter more and more. Within the next 100 chapters, we will be revisiting this shit constantly because Oda's making the story mirror real life as much as possible.
Valid.
So it's gonna be too much. There's gonna be things in this pen that you can't decipher. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's still people that think, like I for one think Frankie's Pluton. A lot of people think that Art Maxim is the original Pluton, or the original Uranus. Like like I said, there's a bunch of different interpretations. For people like Zah, I would say, just You get more like Ree or get more like Strawberry. You know, don't take in One Piece content as frequently. Make sure it's only 2 days out the week you take in this content, so it doesn't feel you don't feel overwhelmed when you get it. Because if you are in these chats and all that, and you're digesting everything that you see 24/7, by the time you get to it, like me, I haven't been talking One Piece crazily this last 2 weeks. I've been getting on Discord and watching anime with folks. I haven't been really debating shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I might listen in for 2 seconds and then I'm out. Y'all can sit here and talk about this because I know I'm going to talk about this on Sunday with Cokes, or I'm going to talk about this on Monday with Ree. So I kind of save all my gems for that. You know what I mean? If I make a gem or if I come up with a gem when talking to somebody, remember that for Monday or remember that for Sunday. Keep it pushing. But just dial back on how much One Piece content you take in, because this just means you getting oversaturated.
Yeah.
And a lot of people's takes can ruin the story for you. So
I was done with it when I first saw it. After I read it 2 times, I was done with it. Like, in all honesty, it didn't really matter to me. Like it was the thing that like everyone was hyped about, and I was just kind of like, oh, that's cool. All right, what else is gonna happen? What we got next? And that's what it just ended on. And I'm like, we're still, and that for me, it's just like, are we still talking about this shit? And everyone's like, yo, but I just found something else. And I'm like, I didn't care. Like,
but this is what I'm saying.
I'm happy.
But Zah, people are gonna talk about it, bro. Like Shanks gives us one panel and we talk about that for years.
I know.
We get this, so how are we not gonna talk about that? Well, this
no,
is gonna,
I know. I
keep going,
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm not saying I won't talk about it. I'm just saying for me, I'm not putting any more thought towards it. Like if we want, like you see me, I'm giving a little taste in here and there, but I'm not putting too much thought to it. It is what it is to me.
Yeah, no, keep that.
Let's just wait for Robin to break it down at this point.
Yeah, you know, like because I'm like, yo, someone's gonna break it down eventually. You know, Robin's gonna come there. Oh, this means this, and you know, she's gonna have like 14 arms on that shit, and I'm gonna be like, okay, thank you. Now I can fully, you know, but it's all speculative right now, and you know, One Piece fans love speculating on shit. I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. You think you right? Cool.
Let me ask this real quick. This, I'm sorry to switch gears back to this. My bad, Zah.
No, that's cool. I'm cool with you bringing it up. Like I know you actually have a very unique thought about it. So I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying my kids have been asking me about it at school. Like, yo, how we think about the mural? And I'm like, yo, I don't care about it. And they're like, yo, I saw this and I saw it. So it's just been like whatever. But I know coming here, it's a different thought group. I like hearing Wayne's. I like hearing Airpan. I like hearing Nika's and Fully. I'm just saying for me, I'm not putting more thought into it.
I ain't gonna lie. Zah just gave us lore to why he probably hates some of the people he hate. He just said the kids be talking about it, meaning that his students or you know his underlings
he's getting
probably
oversaturated.
They like Shanks like a motherfucker. Of course, they're jits. They love Shanks. They love Chopper. He's too fucking cute. Like, and that's all they talk about more than likely. So yo, Zah has to let them know, like, yo, nah, them niggas is shit. Like, okay, you know, Zah just gave us lore for the reason
he gave up his psychology. There was him opened up to us. It was real.
Bro.
Hey, this is W string, bro.
I didn't do any of that.
Zaza backstory is crazy, bro.
I am. I always say less is more. I always say less is more. I think that's my philosophy. Less is more. Like less is more.
Okay. So real quick. So on the picture, right? Are these halos up here above the Art Maxim to match these halos right here?
No, I wouldn't. I don't think that. I think those are like the propeller thingies that were on the Art Max when we saw them in Skypiea. Yeah. We just don't get to see them actually spinning here.
Got it.
But that's just me. Yeah, it could be Halo. That's it. You know what I mean?
I'm on the same kick.
Yeah, because they ain't got no like little staff or line coming from them as far as the people. But when it comes to the ship, it actually has like something that looks like it's supporting it.
Got it. Shit. And then that was an interesting take as far as the Art Maximum potentially being Uranus, because seeing a strike, granted, obviously, the Nelka used lightning, but it's just interesting. The strike right by Emu when you got the freaking strikes that she can use with Uranus potentially destroying islands like Luja
Yeah.
from the sky. I think that's interesting. I never actually considered that. I guess that makes sense with it being around Emu. Like, what
And
if?
there's pictures of the Art Maxim where it has like world government symbols on it. So people think that the original Uranus was like the Art Maxim because like the Art Maxim is basically like either the prototype or somebody that had some blueprints, kind of like how Frankie has the blueprints to make a countermeasure to Pluton. This is the Art Maxim is probably a countermeasure to Uranus, but I don't know where I fall on that.
But what if it powers it? Because I ain't gonna lie, like I talked about it with Reed. I was like, "Yo, the lightning strike is going past Zunisha, and it looks like either it's striking the tree or it's striking Frankie, type thing. Frankie is Pluton, could be powering Pluton. I don't know.
I could definitely see it striking the tree because like this tree could represent like the original devil fruit tree. So like if
Yeah.
that's what if that's what this represents, that could just be Emu trying to just destroy the tree with an ancient weapon.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask like, do y'all think it's the Adam tree? Because I'm not even gonna lie, I very much been on the case that it's the Eve tree, and it's the tree that we seen going all the way from Fishman Island all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know. I guess it could be.
It
The
could
top
be.
of it doesn't look like the Adam tree, not the top of it.
Yeah, I'm with Fooey. I think it's more of the Eve tree than the Adam tree. It's the tree
Yeah,
that
I'm
stretches
also
down to
with
the Red
Fully.
Line, Fishman Island, with the mangroves and shit that go all the way up to that go up all the way up to Marijwa. I think it's that tree. If it is the yeah, it just doesn't match up. Like what Reese said, it doesn't match up geography wise, like with how this tree looks compared to the actual tree of Elbaf.
I'm about to say I believe it because at the you got in a way you got like maybe I'm tripping, but Zunisha walking up it in a way, carrying everybody to it in a way, type shit.
Possibly. I mean, Zunisha going to the Red Line. Red Line is where that tree is supposed to be located. Emu runs the Red Line. Emu standing on top of Zunisha. Adds up. It tracks. If you think about it like that, it tracks.
Interesting. So we still haven't figured out what you think that this black thing right above Emu is with the fire.
No black
Like
thing right above Emu.
Yeah, this. Oh, you can't even see my mouse.
I don't-
The dragon right above Emu.
Oh, you talking about the dragon that's spitting fire at the Hellfire Serpent?
Yeah.
I think that's Uranus. That's what I think it is. They're called celestial dragons. And the same kanji that you get for celestial dragon, you find it in Uranus. This is literally a dragon coming down from the sky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sabo saw a black, huge silhouette above the clouds. I think this is a dragon. I think this is that. If it's not, then like I said, I could be wrong. You know? Nothing set in stone with anything I'm saying here. But matches up to what Sabo said. And then right after Sabo saw it and told Dragon and Ivankov that, they immediately suspected it to be an ancient weapon. So.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. For sure.
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to say, am I the only one tripping? But so you got the dragon above that Ree was talking about has horns. I'm about to say, so does the motherfucker on the far left holding what looks to be the representation of a sun having horns type shit. I'm about to say that is that not playing any part of ancient giants who also are maybe the only ones to have horns type shit?
Yeah, definitely, possibly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I'd agree with you on that. We just don't know as far as the symbolism on that being that looks like it's the hybrid version to what's in the sky. Like the dragon that's coming down from the tree looks like the dragon form. The one that's standing up holding the sun seems like it's a hybrid form. But I'm not trying to get into that too crazy because I do believe these are two separate entities. So
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You made me think of fucking like fucking technically any of the fucking Animal Kingdom pirates. I'm gonna say, let's say just Kaido, for example. He has dragon form, which would be far right. I'm gonna say
Yep.
maybe the middle one. But then he has the humanoid form, which could be that far left type thing. You know,
Hokkaido coming back.
I ain't saying Kaido coming back. He can stay.
I was just joking. I know.
Both of their
I
ass can
mean,
stay dead as fuck with a capital
I
I.
did say that was Kaido last week with all of the X's on him. I mean, all the way to the right. So
Ancestors, maybe I could go with ancestors, possibly.
I don't know. I mean, Kaido. I would actually be pissed if Kaido was back and this is Kaido holding the sun on the end.
Hell no.
That's
Nah.
You safe on that one, Reed. Ain't Kaido. I guarantee you.
That's emo.
It's
But
Emo
everybody
or Blackbeard.
team up.
Ain't nobody else in that.
Yeah, everybody having to team up against this person. I'm about to say either Blackbeard or Emu.
Yeah, for sure. So I wanted to. What was your take on this text, Nika? I know you're about to say something about it.
Third world. Then the chaos. There was emptiness. The end. Can you read it? This shit kind of small. My eyes shit.
Yeah, which one? First, second, third? Which one?
Yeah, you can start first, second, and third.
All right. First world. Within the earth there was fire. Mankind succumbed to greed and touched the forbidden sun. The enslaved prayed, and the sun god appeared. The earth god raged, and with its serpent of hellfire shrouded the world in darkness, in death and darkness, and they will never meet.
Okay, so I haven't had a crazy breakdown for this one yet. But,
I have a little bit. I'm not gonna lie
yeah,
to
go
you.
ahead, Fully.
So I've taken the whole the bomb part, right? Shrouded the world in death and darkness, right? If we go back to like the Bible and religious texts like that, darkness, if we could really take the darkness as ignorance. They like shrouded the world in ignorance and death.
Yeah. That's actually where I was going with that. 'Cause I think he means like now he can fool the world. Like that's partially why the Void Century is the Void Century in a sense, because we fooled the world. We're letting them think that we are the victors for real. We're not. But yeah, you're on point with that.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna say it could also be the representation of the smoke coming up from the what looked like factories or some shit. Because factories is, dark. Pollution causes darkness. I'm about to say that pollution also would cause death in a way. Kind of like how it did to the land of Wano when they created the factories in the land of Wano.
True.
Very true.
Good observation.
Okay, for sure. Yeah.
So, with the enslaved people prayed and the sun god appeared, I took that as when Vegapunk, when Vegapunk was like, we manifest these fruits. Like these fruits are like wills and wants and whatnot. Because I'm still crazy about the whole jacket fruit. And someone wanted to be a jacket man. But hey, people got wants.
Oh God,
that one is gross. But yeah, I can see it. And like that was what I was saying too with the succumb by greed and touch the forbidden sun. Which, what if it was one of those things like don't mess with the mother flame, right? Like what if they were told like, hey, you can do anything, but just don't touch this don't touch the mother flame, and that's the forbidden sun.
I definitely feel like that is that because it's crazy that in this whole entire thing of One Piece talking about the sun and everything like that, we haven't got Icarus reference, and I think this might be our Icarus reference of getting too close to the sun.
Yeah, I'm about to say that is the Icarus reference. Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say if we relating it to the Bible, once Adam and Eve had the tree type shit, that's when they became, I guess, enlightened of their body, the fact that they were naked in the garden type shit. In this sense, maybe once they like how they descend, they came up, and then maybe they're enlightened to like what they did, but it's too late because now you're enslaved.
Possibly.
Ooh. Wait a minute, run that back one more time, bro, because I'll make sure I'm not tripping. You just repeat that last part.
So it was So like look like reading the text and everything, I'm gonna say the only reason I'm gonna say you're gonna pray is because you're going through something, but they may have been blinded by greed, Adam and Eve. Mainly Eve, but Adam and Eve bite the apple, and I'm about to say you become aware, but now you're blinded. I'm about to say, well, you were blinded by greed, you eat the apple type shit. And now that you are aware, you realize, hey, we're enslaved type shit, giving up the mother flame to power whatever the fuck you got to power, or giving up part of yourself to power something. And now you're stuck praying type shit. You know? At least that's how I interpret it. And then you got the earth god and the earth god with its serpent of hellfire. I'm taking that as the thing in the middle coming down, and the serpent. Yeah, they're fighting, which may be causing the world to be covered in death and darkness. You got two mystical giant beasts fighting. Of course, there's going to be like damage across the world type shit if two things like that are fighting. So
my thing is how literal is this text being? Because I do think a lot of these things are like symbolic, like how interpret. Yeah, it's symbolism based off interpretation, how you interpret it, and some of it is verbatim. Like, yeah, they legit was just throwing hands, bro.
I ain't gonna. I'm about to say, if we looking at it like how we keep saying, like the Bible, if we're looking back to the Bible says, I can't quote the book that much, but it's more than likely it says something about, let's just say, horses type thing, horseless carriages and stuff. Technically, in today's modern world, what do we clarify engine power by? Horsepower, right? Horseless carriage in a way. So I think it's meant to be literal, but it's maybe worded in old text because it is old type thing. It's a picture from way back then that was thought to be children's drawings type shit. But at the end of the day, it may be literal just in their language of back then and not translated into today's language type shit. And that because that's my view on the Bible. It's literally just it's worded in their language, but it speaks about today. That's why you have revelations and how people could prophesy revelations, and it's usually things that are happening now. It just doesn't seem like it because of how it's worded.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's my whole thing on One Piece. Oda's just reflecting real life in the story of today, and that's why I'm so interested in One Piece, because Oda's trying to attack real life problems in a story of a fairy tale. So I want to see how he settles this, how he settles the problems we have now. I want to see what he does.
I agree with that, but I wouldn't quote that book. That book has been rewritten 1,500 times. So I'm just
no. He's doing the right thing by quoting that book. It's been rewritten. But if you know of the King James version, then I think you're pretty much good for the most part. But even if people are misinterpreting it, that still is the root. That still is the end all be all as far as the stuff is coming from.
What do you?
Bible ain't my thing, so I don't really get into it. It's other people's thing, so I respectfully stay out of it.
Okay, for sure. Are you gonna say something, Fully?
Only thing I was gonna say was one of the takes I took him from the first world and whatnot. I was like, enslaved people prayed and the sun god appeared. I kind of feel like the people who weren't enslaved prayed for the earth god. Because like, if you can manifest something because you want to be free, what about if you want to impress, keep people in chains? I think that might this like belief thing goes two ways. And I don't think a lot of us have thought about it in that sense of like going off like Vegapunk stickers, like your beliefs and like want and will and whatnot. You have a strong will and want, man. These girls have a strong want. And I'm like, I don't think we thought about it in that kind of line and way.
Good point. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like I'm assuming that like mankind obviously succumbed to greed. That had to be with the mother flame. But I'm assuming that from that point of them finding out the mother flame, they probably enslaved people to, that's probably what is in that picture. Like them putting, if I could zoom out, these people, hold on 1 second. There we go. I'm assuming that these people were forced. they were forced to work, I'm assuming, and that's where slavery actually started in the One Piece world, because they found out like, hey, we could make these things, let's make these people work for us. And they were like kind of like this is very resemblant of like the toys in Dressrosa. Like they were just forced to work inside of like a factory. They didn't really have a choice, right?
Nope.
That's what has given me an interesting callback to. But I wonder if that's like initially they were all good until the greed set in, and then from there they would force people to work, and that's where the slavery actually started. And they prayed to the sun god, and maybe through their belief that there was like liberation, that's how the sun god was created. I don't know, but from my understanding, the Earth Emu was not in this first world. That's my understanding, unless I'm tripping. Are we like in agreement with that?
No, I think it was their own greed that ended up fucking them over. So I don't think Emu was in it.
I'm 50-50, guys. 50-50.
I'm 50-50.
This is why I say watch Gurren Lagann. This is exactly why. I think Emu has. I think what Emu's doing. Emu is. Have you guys seen Gurren Lagann? I know I did this before.
I have, but it's been a very, very long time.
Foolie, you seen Gurren Lagann?
Yeah.
Zah, have you seen Gurren Lagann? Reed,
No.
have you seen Gurren Lagann?
A long time ago.
Please give it a rewatch, guys. Give it a rewatch. Emu is the same person as the king who ruled in that world. And the king in that world was subjugating the whole human race. And we all thought for the longest time, this guy's an asshole. He's a dickhead. He just wants to do shit on his own, blah, blah, blah. Then we find out he did that protecting us. We find out that this guy was protecting us from something outer world. That if we got too much on Earth, if we got too big on Earth, this shit came to shut us down, and there was nothing we could do to stop it. I think that Emu is in cahoots with whatever this thing is. This is possibly why we see the markings on the planet that matching up to the markings on the Hellfire Serpent. I don't know. I'm going crazy with this, but I definitely think there's a bigger picture here than just Emu running shit. Emu wants to be in charge for 800 years. Why? No one knows why. We just know Emu trying to do this. There has to be something big in the why. You get what I'm saying to you? So even in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Father wanted the world. Why? Because he wanted to become the true god of the world. He wanted to actually take the god's place. So there's something bigger there, and that is still a bigger outer world entity. The god was sealed and trapped in the moon. Same as Kaguya, Naruto shit. Like I said, there's always something bigger. We got Madara, then we find out there's something bigger than that. Like, no, there's something bigger than Emu. Don't know what it is, but there's something bigger than this motherfucker. Eventually, we're either something that Emu manipulates, or it manipulates Emu. So that's where I'm coming with this right now. Because even Emu is tricking.
Don't go down.
After the 19 Kings, Emu only the Gorosei seem to know what's going on. The other families don't know, are not privy to the Gorosei's information. So only those 5 families plus the Nerona, those 6 families, or you could say Fagarland now, those 7 families, only they seem to have an inkling to knowing what's actually up. So the other 12 families, hey, maybe they probably all, now that this Vegapunk message is coming back, a lot of them, so some of these Celestial Dragons probably like, yo, we should have dipped with Lily, bro. He was wild.
Which makes sense because you have brought up a point how the Celestial Dragons are all wearing spacesuits anyway. So there's probably more to this whole thing outside of Emu, especially if there's something on the moon.
They came to Earth looking for resources. So where did they come from? So just remember that, guys.
Get over.
Yeah. There's space pirates. There's actual space pirates in the Enel cover story, and no one's explained that shit to me yet. Where are we? Is Treasure Planet like up there? Like, what are we doing? Like, that's the vibes I'm on right now. What's really going on in space with One Piece? So hey.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, with space pirates, I'm about to say the little dragon in the middle does look like it's coming from space. I'm about to say
dragon,
if anything,
celestial dragon.
If
Uranus.
anything, Emu leading the people bringing up Mother Flame. If that's the energy source these space pirates came for, using that same energy source to power another being to combat space dragon, celestial dragon type shit.
You might be
Yeah,
cooking.
man. Yeah.
You might be cooking, Wayne.
I'm about to say because
Maybe
like, I'm sorry, I keep
Emu's
looking at it.
prepping countermeasures. Maybe like
So
maybe
Emu's a
Emu's
good
waiting
guy.
for the day that listen. In Gurren Lagann, we thought he was the bad guy. Then we find out he was just a guy in a hard place, and technically, by his spectrum, he's a good guy. Because if he doesn't do what he does, we just all get annihilated. Anyways,
All right, hold on, wait. I need to get this clipped. Not that this is a bad thing, but this clip needs to be put out. Just run this whole thing back. Let me just get this straight. Are we saying on the stream that Emu might be a good person, a good guy?
no, not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Emu's just not as. There's reasoning
Emu
for Emu's vindictiveness, this badness. There's heavy reasoning for it. Gurren Lagann was the same thing. We find the princess. The princess is like, yeah, my dad, he just kicked me out because whatever, and I don't want to listen to him. I'm not a daddy's girl. And then we find out she is a daddy's girl, and then we get back to that. We find out dad don't even want her. And then when we find out, we're like, oh shit, dad got hoes everywhere. He just sleep around, do whatever he want, subjugate humankind, kills us, whatever. Not until the end of season 1, basically, like when we get to the time skip, and when we come back, we got rid of him and everything. We're like, dang. When this other being shows up, we like, yo, so let's find a way to talk to this old guy that was in charge. We talked to the old guy that was in charge, and this guy's literally telling us, yeah, I was a dickhead, but I had to be because if I didn't, we would all die. Oh, elaborate. What do you mean, guy? And then he's telling us legit. He's like, yeah, so I subjugated mankind because if I didn't, if the population on this planet hit 1 million, they come out and they come to play, bro. And when they come to play, they're trying to annihilate us because they don't want us around. So what is Emu really doing here? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Emu's a good guy. I just think there's reasoning. I don't think Emu just wants to subjugate. It's either Emu's trying to become a true god, like Father in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, or there's some type of protection thing going on where it's like, okay, that you signed a pact with the devil, and your pact with the devil is you have to subjugate humans. If you don't, I annihilate you and everything. Period. We don't know.
Control.
Yeah, I'm just speculating, man. Every anime I watch, every anime in my top 5, dystopian wise, and One Piece is that, does the very same fucking thing. So why am I making One Piece that different when it's following the same tropes thus far? Oda's gonna have to show me that it's different. Otherwise, I'm really Gurren Lagann, Naruto, all of this stuff has other entities coming into play, bro. Other spatial entities come into play eventually, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I never thought about it that hard, but like for real, what is Emu's in game? And it's crazy. We're this far in, and no one can tell me what his in game is.
He just wants to be God and stay God. No, because this matches up to Gurren Lagann. He just wanted to be in that position and stay in it because if things go bad, everything goes south. So
the flooding. So flooding the world could mean something more than just like it might be a necessary thing. That's crazy because that's what happened in the Bible. Actually, he did it necessarily. Like it wasn't actually. Yo,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, he did pin the people against each other when they tried to build a ladder to heaven type shit. Everybody who came together tried to build a ladder to heaven. It's like, hey, nah, y'all gotta speak different languages. Y'all can't do this.
Yes.
I'm saying.
Bible was a thing.
Yeah.
These people out here trying to look tequila wolf, bourbon wolf, vodka wolf. They out here trying to build it to building these big ass bridges and skyscrapers. Listen, they doing the same shit. They're doing the same shit in the story. So I don't think it's crazy to speculate what has happened out of story into the story. I don't think it's crazy, man. Just go say that.
And then looking at that left side of the mural, it say if we don't give identity to the person holding the sun, then at least the one thing we can say, there had to be an outer world being holding the sun, and everybody had to come together in order to beat this motherfucker. I'm just saying, like thinking about it now.
So like, wait, maybe that person is not Emu. Maybe that's something bigger than Emu then.
That's what I keep telling you. Emu has a benefactor, man. Look, watch Gurren Lagann. I know people don't like mechas. Go watch that shit, man. I'm
No,
telling you,
Girl Lagan was
this,
fire. I may
this
not make
shit
that, but
crazy.
it
It's a
was
top
fire.
10 for me for sure. Top 10. But if you go, I'm telling you, go watch this. Go watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I don't care if you got to skip the whole series just to watch the ending and see what we deal with the big bad. Look at Naruto. Madara legit looks into the moon and opens it up. Unseals it and releases some other entity that we couldn't. Well,
Wouldn't have fathomed at the beginning, middle, or even near the end as far as Naruto. I wouldn't have thought that they would have space aliens type shit.
Jump the shark. Yeah, they jump the shark.
just saying. I know I know how I sound right now. I'm just saying, bro. This shit.
I don't think it's crazy.
Most people
I
that
mean-
were right are crazy though. You know, they sound crazy, but they ended up right. So
Hey,
Emu hasn't really done a whole lot of bad yet, outside of Lugia, but Emu's kind of been chilling for real. It's at this point in the story.
the same as the guy in Gurren Lagann. I swear to God, bro. He gets in position and then he just chills and enjoys life. Things only become a problem when these niggas decide to, change and revolutionize. Same thing with these guys. We're all
they
good
start
until the
learning too
pirates and
much. They start learning too much. The
Yeah,
people of fucking wherever Robin's homeland is, niggas start learning too much,
Mara.
and that's when I have to move.
You got too big. You got
Exactly.
too big.
got
That's
put
what they
in
tell you in
darkness.
pimp movies. You got too big, bro. Like we came down on the gang because y'all got too big. We gotta crush you. It's either you
Hey,
fall in
yeah.
line or we crush you, bro.
Hey, Emu destroyed that island because what if Sabo told somebody that Emu exists? Hey, yeah, you gotta go. Hey, yeah, this whole
No, but
island
that
gotta
was
go.
the that was part of the reasoning for doing what Emu picked the island just to pick it, but when they found out Sabo was there, it was like, yeah, we definitely need to blow it up because he's seen our whole bag. He stuck to the Gorsei. He saw the ancient weapon and they gotta I'm gonna be real. Sabo's probably their biggest threat right now.
It makes sense why Vegapunk said, hey, I don't know which side is good or bad. Because at the end of the day,
He
the
don't
side
know
that we
Emu's
think
reasoning.
is bad, they may be moving in the sense of a bigger, gooder picture.
That's what I
shit.
said. I said this,
I
bro.
ain't gonna lie,
They don't know what they
it
don't
just
know
got
Emu's
crazy.
reasoning. You can't say
shit
Emu's
just
a
got
bad guy
crazy.
if you don't know why Emu's doing this. And that's the mistake I made when I watched Gurren Lagann. Because I'm watching this, I'm eating this up with the people in the show. I'm like, yo, this nigga's a dickhead, bro. So he just has like 70 wives and mad daughters, and he just living life subjugating humans. This guy's really an asshole. Pack him the fuck up. And then when when I see what's going on, I'm like, yo, why did we pack him up, bro? We was wilding. We should have parlayed with him, bro. No cap. That's what's going on right here, bro. Legit the same thing. On God. The legit verbatim the same thing. All right, so I'm
Bro.
saying, man.
Oh my god. Okay.
Spooky dealing.
Okay. Well,
Emu a good
hey,
guy,
man.
2025.
Emu could be a good person. This is. Ooh.
We're not feeling this, bro.
I
we
actually
have
like
to.
this a lot.
No, we have
I
to
like it a
because of
lot.
the same way we picture Loki. I'm about to say, if we picture Loki maybe as a misunderstood person, probably caught up in the wrong situation, wrong time type shit. We got to give that same leeway to Emu at the end of the day. Hey, you're in this position, but why are you in this position? Probably a good guy, wrong place, wrong time.
Wow. Well, I'll give the last word to you, Zah, because we're about to jump off. What do you think about that?
Listen, like I said, if that's what it is, I respect it. I didn't care for all the. I'm not going to say anything bad about it, but I don't care for the Bible
Emu.
stuff because that's not my thing. Yeah,
Well,
whatever.
as far as Emu potentially not being the final piece.
As
maybe
for
there's something
Emu,
bigger.
I get it, but I don't like the whole. There's another evil person because that kind of ruined Naruto for me with that stupid Kaguya. Oh God, please, just let's keep it simple. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes
Kaguya
really
wasn't
is.
bad. It's how they treated it, though.
Oh.
And
Like if
also,
Kaguya was properly foreshadowed halfway through the story, like how Emu was properly foreshadowed halfway through the story, it wouldn't be as bad. Problem is, we got copy is thrown at us.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like I don't need, like, you've established emo as this massive creature. I don't need another. It's just too much. Sometimes it's like, yo, you're trying to outdo yourself. Just let it rock, bro. Sometimes let it. If it's a cat, let it be a cat. Sometimes don't overthink yourself. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right. For sure. All right, man. Well, appreciate y'all as always every Monday. Y'all are here. Good stream, man. Good stream. We got break week next week. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different.
We still could do top 30s, man.
Yeah.
We still didn't do that yet.
Waifu.
That's what Fully was talking about. We gonna do the waifu one too. Probably not next week. I know the top 30 is something that we had talked about, but no, for sure, man. But I'm gonna try to hit y'all and try to plan that out to do that next week. But either way, man. Yeah, good stream, bro. Appreciate y'all jumping on like always, man. Yeah, I guess I'll catch y'all next week.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
appreciate
Bye,
you,
bro.
Liability, too, for jumping on Liability. Yeah, we're just venting. I think that's what we're supposed to say. All right, man.
Watch Gurren Lagann, guys. I'm telling you.